I'll do what I can, but really what I'm go down.
Chat name? I have no idea.
Might be a gap just a lane above Bailey Jean, who admittedly, Bailey says, not the biggest fan of dry slick, likes it when the track has a little more juice into it, which, all things considered in the heat that we've got tonight, may not be the condition she's going to be racing on a whole heck of a lot, even through the rest of the weekend. Neto, Bailey Jean, Gordon and Smith making up the first 4 rows. Schlattfeld, Price, Schurenberg, and Starks from behind them. We're underway. The green flag is out. It's an excellent start from the inside for DJ Neto. Neto leads, digging down low. We've got one in the fence, and we'll have to try it again, and it's Dominic Selzy, whose bad night is just getting worse here. Not the time trial effort that he was looking for. And corner 1, lap 1, Selzy and Bloomfield together, carnage on the Selzy car, and we've got an early red. Well, from the Flow Racing cameras up top, you guys can see everything that's going on over in the corner on the broadcast. Row number 3, still Jesse Schlattfeld and Robbie Price. Row number 4, still Hunter Schurenberg and Trey Starks. As they patiently make their way down the back straightaway, out of 4, second try getting this underway, and we're green. Another excellent start for DJ Neto. Getting through turn number 1, Bailey Jean's ridden the high side to drive back around Dominic Gordon, and she'll sit in second. Gordon trying to hang on to third, and on the bottom that's Cam Smith. Smith has the spot, comes up, takes the line away from Gordon. Gordon tries to cross back underneath as they work through the shadow of the back straightaway. Further back in the field, you see Gordon now dealing with the 21 of Schlattfeld, the black and yellow 21 of Price, and they're down on the bottom of the racetrack, looking for room to come forward. It starts the 55 car. Trey, one of the guys whose race car works good in any groove at any point in time, as has been moving forward so far on the year. He's going to come and try to take the spot away from Price, as there's Schlattfeld using the low groove on Gordon. Contact, right rear to left front, right rear. Like a boat anchor at this point in time. Loses 4 spots after the contact. Down the back chute they go as you get a look at Starks. The inside, there's Price trying to get after Schurenberg for the position. And make the pass, they work their way into 1. Gordon now back to the low side, getting a spot away from Price as they drag race down the back straightaway. Price has to get off the gas, get the spot back to Gordon as this race getting a little long in the tooth. Upstairs again on Price. Price bounces off the cushion looking to drive away. A couple of car lengths for him as they get into turn number 3. As we've got a red flag again, 1 over on its side. Make it 2 here on the front straightaway. On the back straightaway, they have to stay single file all the way through the blue paint. There's an orange cone out there at the middle at the end of it. Once they reach the end of the blue paint, it is game on. The race is back up and going, and you can see him fire off and roll. DJ Neto, back straightaway restart, always leads to some chaos. They're down to the bottom. Goes Starks looking to pick up second from Schlattfeld. Schlattfeld rim riding, trying to hold off your quick qualifier. Up top is Schlattfeld. Starks looking to lock into tonight's A-main with him as we've got 1 more lap to go. Neto cruising and happy on the high side of the racetrack, looking for 100 points. And he's going to get it. Checker flag out, DJ Neto gets the win. Jesse Schlattfeld in second, Trey Starks in third, and out of the heat races, Starks with 294. It's a gigantic step for Trey Starks towards his Saturday night. Neto, Schlattfeld, and Starks 1, 2, and 3. Price, Schurenberg, Gordon through 6th, 7th Anderson, 8th Magai, Bailey Jean 9, Cam Smith 10, unofficially Selzy 11, and Field 12 and 98 points in his pocket. And just like Trey Starks in heat race number 1, looking to add to it in a big way. Cox on the front row with Golovic, second row Gene, fresh off Ohio Speed Week, and right next to him the guy who beat the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars Saturday night at Knoxville Raceway, Corey Day. Day comes in with momentum, huge betting favorite in the wagers that were going on campsite all around Skagit Speedway coming into the night. Row behind them, good with Steele, Macedo, Sanders, and Solwald. Your 8 cars inverted for this heat race. We're underway, and look at Corey Day already weaving through and trying to find a spot. He goes to the very bottom of 1 and 2, and Day's already in the lead going into turn number 3. Corey Day picks up the lead from row number 2 on lap number 1. Behind him, working the low side, is Cox in the 5. That's Golovic on the high side. Looking for a chance to get by. It's Golovic. Switches down low, comes after Cox. Can't make the pass in the corner. Cox will get away. Now Golovic with 1 tucked right in behind him after the 3rd position. On the track, that is Cole Macedo, the all-black Tarleton & Sons car. Meanwhile, Justin Sanders whipping it up and around the top of the 121 of Caden Steele. Squirrely getting into the turn. Sanders will get by him. Sets sail further up the field. Sanders now up to 5th from 7th. There's Solwald looking to take advantage. He'll pick up a spot as Solwald now going from 7th to 6th underneath Steele, and adding more points in his pocket as well. look again at Corey Day coming up on the back of Greg Otis and putting him a lap down. Day just flying around the high side. Coming up to lap 7 of Axel Loudman. As Day just put a whooping on him here in heat race number 2. Yeah, staying consistent behind most of the cars behind him. As there's the checkered flag, and this one is over with prejudice. Corey Day takes 100 points. Look at the rest of them. Kinzer Cox second, Shane Golovic third, Cole Macedo ends up fourth, and Justin Sanders ends up fifth. Jason Solwald 6, Caden Steele 7, Skylar G in the 8th spot, Chase Johnson 9, and Max Venturi 10. Axel Loudman unofficially 11th, Greg Otis unofficially 12th here in heat race number 2 at Dirt Cup. In heat races here under Northern Auto Racing Club sanction. Big thank you to our heat race sponsor they put together for their car owner Dines, who's battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Let's see what Justin can do. Lee Croft in the 29W in his swan song here at Skagit Speedway, final season of sprint car racing for him, according to what he said. Kobe Copeland, Eric Fisher, and Zep Wise, the 8 cars that were inverted. As you get the inside shot of them rolling down into the 3rd corner. Lemley starting out next to Thompson. Right off the corner. Wheel stand out of Lemley. And in the bottom of turn number 1. Sticks the left front on the apron for a second. Car bobbles and then allows Thompson to jump ahead of him. Up into the high side. Brock's going to jump to the top as well. Follow through, and there's Youngquist. Found traction down low. Good drive for Justin Youngquist as he's taking position number 2 in the 95 car. They're up down the back straightaway. In the race for second. The 95 of Youngquist, the 10 of Lemley, second and third here in the early going. That's Croft in the 29 and Bernal. Sneak up the field early here. Ryan Bernal is outside the invert. He's already worked his way up to 7th. And now if he can get past Croft, he'll be into 6th. As Bud Kading sideways in the corner. And there's Eric Fisher. The 26 car getting down to the low side. Fisher taking 4th away from Bud Kading here. Started 7th up to 4th for Eric Fisher. As he's got the spot. There's Bernal across the nose of Croft. With another one lingering in behind him. Zep Wise trying to pick up position. 2 cars racing in front of him. Wise looking for room to get by. Lines crisscrossing and changing all the time between Croft and Bernal. Wise might have smacked the wall there. Car gets out of shape. He gathers her back together. Gets back on the hammer as we only have a couple of laps to go here in this 3rd heat race. Wise back on it as we get a look at your leader, Tyler Thompson out of Harrisburg, Oregon. The white flag goes Thompson, full set down the back straightaway. Thompson picking up the play, going into 3 off the board, and Thompson for the heat race win in heat race number 3. Justin Youngquist is going to take 2nd. Brock Lemley will get 3rd. Eric Fisher 7-4 in the heat race. Bud Kading 5, Willie Croft 6, Zep Wise 7, Ryan Bernal 8, Kobe Copeland 9, Diddy at 10. Levi Coots 11. Mike Brown made it out there but did not complete all the laps as he was officially 3 laps down at the time of the checkered flag. So the heat win to Thompson, Youngquist, Lemley, Fisher, and Kading. Croft, Wise, Bernal, Copeland, Didiak, Coots, and Brown make up that one. Kid placed at heart. Running the car for his father, Glenn, the Grays Harbor Raceway track champion and Hall of Famer down there. Nice to have the Daredevil back with us outside row number 3. Hopefully somewhere out in Port Royal territory. Earl Hoon's going, that's my guy. Don't forget to get 99 Earl. Hamilton, Carrick, Parker, Thornhill, Taylor, Morton, Cox, and Holmes. The cars in the 8-car invert for the heat race, they're going all over the place. Coming out of corner number 4, green's out. Hamilton trying to get way up into the high side. He can do so. Hamilton 1, Thornhill 2. He's going to almost slide himself coming off the bottom of turn number 4. Point where Carrick to his inside, looking to steal it away from Colby. Colby noses down off the cushion. Carrick in third. Big bomb coming from Parker. Parker going to cut underneath him. He'll take third away from Tanner Carrick. Nick Parker, who's competed dirt cups for a couple of years now. Getting through here in the heat race, he's up in the third spot. Lane Taylor in the 4 car trying to close in. Meanwhile, he's got a huge move coming from behind him. And Gordon slides his way through turn number 4. And he'll pick up the spot from Taylor. Gordon down at the bottom after Carrick for the spot. A couple of car lengths back, getting past 1 and 2. Goes to the high side of 3 and 4 looking for position. As they all string out single file. There's Tanner Holmes. Holmes the fastest car in the heat race by time trial. Trying to get Lane Taylor for 6th. Single file around the top of turn number 4. Holmes goes in on him down to the low side. From 8th to 7th. Looking to go 8th to 6th and get a couple more points here. Down on the bottom. Thinks about coming all the way up racetrack. Doesn't. And Taylor gets away from Holmes in the middle of the racetrack. Haven't seen a whole lot of people have success there in the first and second turn yet. Maybe a trendsetter, never know. Up to the front of the field, we're coming to the white flag. We've got the white flag, we're coming to the checkered. It is Greg Hamilton, winning one for the locals here at Dirt Cup. He wins heat race number 4, ahead of Colby Thornhill, who moved forward a few spots. Nick Parker in 3rd. Tanner Garrick takes 4th, Devin Morton 5, Lane Taylor, Tanner Holmes, Justin Cox, Jesse Adder, Evan Margison, and Dustin Carey. H. Garcia did not make the call for this heat race. At Skagit Speedway here in our 410 sprint cars, as it'll be the battle of the 24 cars here in the C-Feature. 10 laps, top 2 move forward. Chase Johnson on the inside, Tyler Anderson on the outside, Dylan Bloomfield and Jesse Addard. Run number 3 in behind them, Brett McGuy and Axel Outman. Green off the corner. There's Addard going way up to the top, looking for moisture to get around. It's Anderson. Big move out of turn number 1. He'll lead early. There's Johnson to the inside, slides right back through and takes it away from him. Crossover move coming from Anderson to try to get back underneath in turn number 1. Can't do it. Johnson holds the spot. Anderson 2nd. Addard, huge run down the back straightaway. Shows the tire, drives past Anderson. He's got 2nd now. Anderson back to the inside as they work into the first turn. In through the corner they go. Give it to Addard, looking way in down low, trying to stuff the nose in. Gets past Anderson. Anderson squirrely. As running for 3rd and coming up in behind him. Action all over the place, trying to keep up with it here on the Flow broadcast. That is Dylan Bloomfield who is moving forward in the 83 feet. So it's Bloomfield who came flashing into your screen as we're going to get a yellow flag out. Caution on the raceway for the 7-0. Back straightaway restart coming here as the Skagit Speedway pace truck pulls off. Chase Johnson can gas him up as soon as the start of the blue paint. He'll hit it. They got to stay in single file order till the end of the blue paint. Anything that happens from there is all gravy, as Addard showing a nose down to Johnson as they come to the line to get the lap started. There's Bloomfield, bounce around the bottom of 1, almost took 2nd away from Jesse. Addard down low, taking hard to try to hold him off. As the lap completes, it's Bloomfield all over Addard for the top spot here, or for the 2nd spot, the final transfer spot. Right rear hard up against the cushion. Bloomfield, momentum down the front straightaway, had to lift. He was taking a guess at where the 53 car was going, guessed wrong. Take another wind up and shot at it here. He can make that same run coming down off the top of 4. See him pick up big momentum coming through. That time stays pegged to the high groove. So he can get up and around and circle him on the back straightaway. As Addard came off the corner, had to turn the car again, and momentum off the high side benefits Bloomfield spot. Race leader Chase Johnson comes off the high groove. Should have the white flag in the air. As Johnson back straight away for final time. Takes the top spot in the C feature. He'll tag up to the back of the B. And joining him at minimum will be Dylan Bloomfield in the 83. Adart is third. Kuntz is four. Tyler Anderson is 5, Brent Guy is 6, Jonas is 7, Axel Outward, Dustin Gary, and Mike Brown rounded out. Johnson quickly pulls off racetrack, so top 2 we know for sure tagging up to the back of the trying to just get into the A main event tonight, that way they can keep piling points together. Cox and Greg Hamilton, Skylar G and Tanner Carrick in the 5th row is where you only get 4 cars moving forward to the back of tonight's 30 lap, almost completely inverted A main event. 16 of the 24 cars will be inverted in the A feature. It'll be fun watching some of the drivers buried deep in the field try to drive forward. Thompson and Gordon lead this field of 410s down through 3 and to the green flag. The B main starts here at night 1 of Dirt Cup. Good start for Thompson. Goes way ahead. Gordon goes way up into the fluffy stuff. And from down low, Smith's going to shuffle him a spot back, as is Kading, although Gordon finds a little bit more of the top of turn number 3. On to third from BK, at least for the time being. Bud goes through the middle of 1 and 2, coming after Gordon, can't make the pass. As Gordon trying to get back up on the 17 of Smith to get position. Now, Kading down to the bottom of the racetrack, takes third away from Dominic. Bud Kading found down low in 3 and 4, runs down low in 1 and 2. Right front tire to the left rear of Smith. Smith going to the bottom of turn number 3 himself. As Kading got up top, washed out, lost some ground, and he tries to make it back up. Is Tyler Thompson in the 7, driving away from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th as Kading and Gordon change position. Dominic Gordon picking up the pace. Tiptoeing ahead of Bud Kading. Kading, car not behaving for him, goes through the middle. Here's Golovic, turns it down off the cushion underneath Bud and into the 4th and final transfer. Neto down low, trying to follow him on through. Neto looking for 5th contact. Right rear gets up in the air. Everybody drives past for Neto and Kading. That is 5th place. There's your leader, Tyler Thompson. Thompson has completed 6, 9 left here. Flashes through the screen down on the back straightaway. Thompson off the corner. 2nd, 3rd, long ways back. Golovic in 4th. He's got some pad for himself as well. As you're looking at Golovic there, he is your final transfer car. There is a set of corners in between Golovic and Neto. Neto trying to wind it up and catch him as they go up into the marbles, and that's your race leader getting upside down. Your race leader, Tyler Thompson, got into the thin portion of the cushion in turn number 3, got upside down. We've got another upside down as well in Dylan Bloomfield, who's behind him. So Tyler Thompson, race leader, will be race leader no more. There's one in front of him also that looks like had some problems, as I think Brock Lemley is stopped over in corner 3. Go. Back straightaway restart coming up for Cam Smith. You can pick up the throttle as early as the start of the blue paint on the back straightaway. They have to stay single file to the end of the blue paint, in between it and the orange cone. Here's Smith. He's going to wait a little bit. Gases are up there to the bottom. A big move coming from Dominic Gordon, and Gordon's going to take the lead on the back chute restart. Also for fourth, Hamilton snuck by Neto for the final transfer. Hamilton now, your heat race winner, trying to get by Golovic to get third and off the rocking chair position. So a big restart as they're now 3 cars duking it out for first, second, and third. There's Smith down to the bottom on Gordon. Gordon right in the rim around turn number 4. Smith washed out a little bit, exited in the middle, not as much forward drive there, and losing ground to Gordon as we've got one helicoptering, and it was your third place car, Shane Golovic. The helicopter flip in turn number 3 for your third place runner, and the red flag's out. Big flip for Golovic in the corner. That's good news. Shane's stepping out of the race car, walking around taking a look. Give him a round of applause, race fans. Rough night for Shane Golovic. As pick's going to come on the halo area of the roll cage. And take the 17W back to the trailer tonight here. Through the blue and don't grab anything. In, 5 to go, top 4 cars moving forward. And after that one, it's now Gordon, your leader, Cam Smith, DJ Neto, and Greg Hamilton, 1 through 4. So we go back to green. Top 3 get away, but for 4th, it's getting interesting. Kinzer Cox in the 5 car goes up to the high side in the battle for 4th. Now tucks back in down low. He'll work on the low side of Hamilton for the final transfer position. Side by side off the turn. Real high-low differential between the two. Cox has found moisture around the low side. Momentum up high for Hamilton, who has it down the back straightaway. Hamilton riding rim. It's treacherous up there, though. We've seen it bite a couple of drivers. As down on the bottom, Cox trying to get it away from him. Now Hamilton gets down low, cuts the momentum off for Cox. That could be a huge move for him. He goes back to the top at 3 and 4, though. Managed to get away from Cox, and he might have got far enough away from him as we come to the white flag that he's got it secure. White flag is coming out, your leader coming out of the corner, takes the white hanky. Up in front, looking for the win, Dominic Gordon leaning on the cushion out of 2. Down the back straightaway for the final time, and to the checkered. Gordon will go to the A main. Cam Smith will follow him. DJ Neto and Greg Hamilton. Your final transfers ahead of Cox, Katie Johnson, Midri, Carrick, Bernal, Didiuk, and Marchison. Been here plenty. Roller coaster adventure that was our B feature tonight. Is locked in and ready to go. Reminder to you fans out there, as the green flag flies, just grab your seats so everybody can enjoy the races in front of you. Night number 1 as they roll into corner number 3. A feature coming up. Willie Croft and Colby Thornhill. $5,000 to win up the RPM. Coming car out of corner number 4. Green flag is out, and we're underway in Dirt Cup night number 1.
What a start for Corey Day there, Caleb. Look at Corey Day to 4th already.
Just like he did in his heat race, sneaking and weaving his way through, but we're going to do it all over again. 2 cars, cattywampus at the start-finish line. Lane Taylor's 4L, Greg Hamilton's 96, and we see our first caution flag.
Lane Taylor been impressive this year, Caleb, a podium finisher in the 410s already. His rookie season as a full-time driver in a 410.
After taking ever. Rolling through, Croft, Thornhill, try number 2. Still some shenanigans up and going. Green flag is out, and there goes Corey Day again to the bottom of the racetrack.
And a better one that time, up to third right now, battling. And look at the battle for the lead. Willie Croft to the inside. Colby Thornhill takes the lead in turn 4.
So Thornhill's going to set the pace on lap number 1. Thornhill out in front on the first circuit. Let's see how far he can stretch. Croft tucking into the low side in second, and Corey Day already up to third and closing the distance on Croft through 3 and 4.
Keep in mind the high pointer starting 16th, coming from back in the pack as Colby Thornhill starting to pull away. Willie Croft feeling the pressure from the 14 of Corey Day to the inside for second.
That is the battle for second, coming off of corner number 4. As you get a look, your leader Thornhill pounding down the cushion in 1 and 2, but behind him they're slicing for the second spot as there goes Day into the middle. Oh, look out. Willie backed up the corner a little bit too soon, and that's going to cost him. Day will now have second and go on to seek and destroy mode with Thornhill out front.
Now Tanner Holmes starting to turn the heat up for the 4th spot. He'll take it from Justin Cox. They're nearly come together into turn 3.
That little bit of track work that they did really showing through at the middle entrance of corner 3 like they did. A lot of drivers finding speed and carrying it through the turn as Cox getting up. There is Youngquist down low on Borden. Borden on the outside looking in and trying to move forward. He'll duck to the bottom, and he's got a nice run on Cox. Coming off turn number 4, slide up and take the position.
Devin Borden on the move, pounding the high side. Borden riding the rims around Skagit Speedway. Now goes down to the inside.
Devin Borden all over the place looking to pick up spots. He's trying to run down the driver in front of him, which is Holmes. Meanwhile, leader into traffic for the first time, and Corey Day closing as they roll into turn number 3. Day trying to take the top spot in the high road up and around Taylor. Splits the difference as you got one into the wall and Nick Parker. Parker hanging on to it, but it looks like he's rolling to a stop, and that'll bring this race to a caution flag. As it was Parker who got up into the wall right as your lead pack coming to him. He will bring this to a stop. You see that car all kinds of lead on the right front.
Nick Parker, formerly from Tucson, Arizona, now in Chico, California.
Dock attached. So it's frame damage. It's going to eliminate Parker as the back straightaway restart goes, and Corby Thornhill went relatively late. Green is out, smoke coming off the right rear tire of Corey Day as he is trying to blister to keep up to the 19 of Thornhill.
A little bit of a wheel stand for Corey Day as he caught to the power, and that enabled Thornhill to pull away, but Day starting to rope him in through the middle of the racetrack. Corey Day down to 2 car lengths.
Follows him into turn number 1 on the bottom. Red flag racetrack.
Trey
and it's
Starks.
over here in corner. Oh, it's Starks. So Starks, the point leader coming into tonight, and that car torn up as he was your point leader coming into this main event. Safety crews on response, and that's going to make this weekend just a hair tougher than what he intended, as Starks, race car torn apart in the corner. Red flag action. Cam Smith stuck in the high groove. Up by him. That's Starks at the time. Had dropped a spot to 14th. Lap into the race. Green, he'll launch a little bit earlier this time as Day getting into the racetrack, down and through the bottom already again, hard on that right rear. He'll challenge the middle into 1 and 2 on Thornhill, and there's something there for Corey Day. Day trying to beat on Thornhill for the lead into turn number 3.
Here comes Tanner Holmes as well. Holmes closing on the wheel. It's a yellow flies. Oh, got a wheel down the backstretch off of Nick Parker's 15 car, where that problem was on the right rear. And there's a look at the wheel rolling into turn number 3 on the loose.
We did not get a lap complete there, and this is interesting. If Parker had gotten a lap back in, he technically would have eclipsed Starks and put Starks as the last placed car in the running order for the A main finish tonight.
That shows the value of getting those extra points, as Jesse Schlattfeld also stopped in the 21, one of our regular competitors.
And that rear end on the Schlattfeld car looks out of square at best. You can take a look. There's Jesse in the white, blue, and gray 21.
Sportsman winner in the past here.
360 winner in the past here as well. And 2-time quick qualifier in 410s this year. restart is underway. It's a good one for Thornhill this time, as the battle for second is on, and Willie Croft has jumped back forward and taken second away, and he's looking for the lead out of turn number 2 on Thornhill.
How about Willie Croft? Croft into second, battle for third now. Justin Sanders on the move. Here comes Zeb Wybe as well. Tanner Holmes on the move as well.
All kinds of movement going on as you see Day just struggling and looking for something, trying to build his rhythm back and around the top. He's following Holmes now, who runs in 4th position, as up front, we got a change.
Willie Croft to the top spot at lap number 11. Caleb Croft starting to run away. Tanner Holmes up into the 4th spot. Justin Sanders now starting to close on Colby Thornhill for second at the start-finish line.
So what, got action all over the place, split screen with battles for position on the left and your race leader on the right. Willie Croft adds some fuel and go zoom, buddy, as you see in behind him. Looks like it was Holmes getting after it with Justin Sanders trying to come forward. Look out, Corey Day is finding the hot and shield line around this place.
Oh,
right
red flag.
Oh, yes, red on the raceway.
I can't tell who it is. It looked like Cole Macedo got upside down trying to avoid as he rolled down the racetrack. In the Tarleton 21.
One other up there with him. It is Macedo, we believe, that's sitting on his side. You've got a third car stopped up there. It's Cam Smith, 17, who is pointing towards the wall.
Okay.
And then I want to say that's Devin. Yep.
I try an iRacing and learn I can't. Here we go.
Late restart from Croft. They
Very
work
late.
into the corner. Oh, they're stacking up down there on the bottom. Look at the high side and look at Corey Day.
Well, this restart much better for Corey Day. He's right behind Tanner Thumbs. Oh, tags the wall though, bounces off the wall and comes down the backstretch going after Colby Thornhill now for third.
Boy, Corey Day says, who needs a Jacob's ladder anyways, as he goes up and slaps the wall in the corner. He's going to go way upstairs and do it again. Attitude to that race car looks fast, just looks like it's a lot to handle as he dive bombs the bottom out of nowhere on Colby Thornhill. Thornhill crosses back underneath him, holds the spot for the time being, but Corey Day, speed around the top, down the back straightaway, he's got third.
Meanwhile, up front, Justin Sanders not really closing in on Willie Croft as we cross halfway with 16 in the books and 14 to go. Willie Croft, though, can see the back of the pack's lap cars less than a straightaway ahead.
For the top 5 now, Zeb Wise up and onto the back of Tanner Holmes. Wise has made a really strong bid up this racetrack. Wise going to work the bottom as Holmes trying to figure out that same top line that he just saw Day drive around people with. It is Wise, patient around the low side of Skagit Speedway, dialing in on the back of Holmes. One spot in and behind them, Jason Solwald coming to life. Solwald up to 7 from his deep starting spot. The veteran making a charge as well.
Zeb Wise trying to work his way into the top 5. He'll go around Tanner Holmes, moves Zeb into the 5th spot with 11 to go. Meanwhile, your race for the lead starting to pick up. Here comes Justin Sanders in turn 4 for the lead.
In dilemma is Willie Croft. They come into slower traffic, and Sanders picks up the lead on lap number 20. Croft slowed up to try to find his way around traffic, now gets back to the bottom of 1 and 2, but they're both about to find Corey Day.
Wow,
all
Corey
up in their
Day.
business. Corey Day up and around Croft. Corey Day now working high side with all kinds of momentum, coming after the reigning Dirt Cup champion down the back straightaway.
The way Corey Day bounces off the walls like watching Anthony Macri, and Day threads the needle. What a move by Corey Day to take the lead at lap number 22.
He gave her the old hot Tua and put her right through, did he not, as he rolls down the back straightaway. Corey Day doing things that only he can as he comes out of corner number 4 and stretches the advantage. Now it's Sanders on the move, trying to come back after him.
Sanders led lap number 23 after Day led lap 22. Justin Sanders back to the point, and Zeb Wise now pressuring Corey Day for second. Zeb Wise into the 2nd spot as Day tags the wall.
Look out, things getting choppy all over the place. Sanders not wanting to give it up, and he is now trying to extend that advantage over Day. Time running out, we're down to 5 to go the next time by, and it's Day off the pace.
Have to wonder if it's the right rear with the way he was hitting the wall, and it is. Corey Day, the right rear expiring on the Myers Constructors 14 car 1000, so that's something to keep it on later in the week. Here we go. Backstretch restart, Kayla.
All right, they work their way into the third corner. Zeb Wise now going on the attack and coming after Justin Sanders. They've got to make this full, complete lap for it to count and for it to be the 25th circuit. And here comes Zeb, patiently into the corner, rolls into the middle as Sanders goes upstairs, drag race down to the line. It's even Steven at it, and Zeb Wise leads lap 25.
Zeb Wise leads the lap going after his first win in the 2024 season at his boss's track. Here we go, Zeb this time by, 4 to go and starting to run away. Tanner Holmes getting some pressure from Jason Solwald. That's one we watched earlier on in this event.
Boy, Tyler and the crew have got her dialed here tonight.
Thornhill,
It sure looks like that. And look out, caution flag out. It is Colby Thornhill underneath the About Plumbing sign, which is going to set up another back straightaway restart. The drama won't. He's missed a couple of days of work.
Yeah,
It's
I have to tell Lisa stuff.
Here comes Wise, bringing them back to green flag action through the corner. We're going to have a spot change as Tanner Holmes is going to work his way up into third here on the restart. Holmes ran right through the middle of turn number 3 and 4, drives around Willie Croft, and occupies the final place on the podium as this time around, 3 to go for Zeb Wise, streaking away for Justin Sanders.
Justin Cox back inside the top 5. His Dirt Cup already off to a much better start than it was a year ago. Lap starting to wind down for Zeb Wise. This time by tip of the green. 2 to go for Zeb Wise.
The boss's car has got just about 0.6 of a mile left to go around Skagit Speedway, and the next time he flies by, he will roll into the white flag. One more time around, big action going on through 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we get one slowing against the wall, and that is going to set up the 2 absolute best laps in all of auto racing. The green-white checkered finish for the win.
Off the pace, the former ASCS National Sprint Car winner.
2024 spoiler mode for Justin Sanders and Tanner Holmes. And the Ford Performance 26 applies, launches and goes. Here comes Sanders. He picked up a couple of mile an hour on him, it looked like. Zeb gets caught in the middle of 1 and 2. They're coming to the white flag, and this is not over. Sanders tries the top again through 3 and 4. Wise right through the middle of the racetrack. Smooth and easy. Go through the middle again in 1 and 2, and caution again.
Eric Fisher around in turn 4. Man, that heartbreak for Eric Fisher, who was running right around the 10th spot. I think maybe 12th-ish there, but has flirted with the top 10 all race long.
He had been in 12th at the time of his spin.
Checkered, here we go.
Back to it. I can't imagine Zeb's going to do anything that he didn't do before. If Sanders can figure out a way to beat him, here's your shot. Sanders gets way high in 1 and 2. Holmes not in position to capitalize, as this should be the white flag. One more time around, Zeb Wise has opened it up quite nicely. Rest of the field makes it through 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. First win of 2024 for the boss's car. Zeb Wise at Skagit Speedway at Dirt Cup Prelim night number 1. Justin Sanders 2. Tanner Holmes will round out the podium. Justin Cox in the 4th spot. And what a great run for Jason Solwald tonight. Making his way up to 5th and putting in big points here on night number 1.
We will get the points out on our social media channels here momentarily. If you are heading out right now, just a reminder, helps us.
Leave nothing in the grandstands tonight. Take everything in with you.
Caleb, head down to Victory Lane.
You got stuff to do. Blake Anderson, we'll see him on the call tomorrow night for all of you watching here on Flow Racing. And as you take a look to it, Sanders has cleared now for the win. Does the green light come on? Zeb Wise rolls through. He got the thumbs up at minimum, so there is your winner, Zeb Wise in the 26. Third place rolls up and through in the form of Tanner Holmes, as your top 3 is secured.
Zeb Wise Jones right now picking up the Dirt Cup prelim night win. Probably one of the happiest guys in the pits, huh?
Gotta be. There's only one winner, so yeah, I'm pretty happy.
You know, you guys made the long trip up. It's kind of one of the races you guys kind of got to do, right? With Kevin up here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure we wouldn't do it anyways, though. We really love coming here, and the racetrack's always fun. The racetrack was really good tonight, I thought. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been able to, you know, roll a middle somewhere, and I did that pretty much the whole race. So, yeah, thankful for Kevin and Monica for having us out here. It's a long trip out here, but we love doing it, and very thankful for them to have us out.
It was kind of a chaotic night for a lot of drivers, and but you kind of had a kind of a good night, huh? Obviously, you had a good night, but even before the win, it still was a good night for you guys. Yeah,
we qualified third, had good speed, really right out of the gates. Hot laps, qualified really good. Went to the heat race and had to start 8th, and honestly, that part of the night was probably the sketchiest. Kind of messed up on my end, got into the wall really hard, and actually almost turned over, and then ended up running 7th. So hurt the car a little bit. The guys got it fixed, and we went out in the feature, started 12th, and just kind of picked them off one at a time. It seemed like once we got to like 4th or 5th, they started going pretty quick. Like, we started making good ground. So yeah, just really happy with my race car. That was awesome.
And then the restart on the backstretch, talk about that last restart, or what the restart when you got the lead there.
Yeah, I'd been working in that middle like the whole race, and even under the open red, I told Tyler that's probably what I'm going to do the whole time. So yeah, I was able to kind of peek off his right rear in 3 and 4 on the restart, and then went down to 1 and 2, and yeah, just found a lane that worked for me, I guess, and was able to make it work. Once I got next to him off of 4 there, kind of got into him actually a little bit, but you know, me and him talked about it as just a racing deal. But yeah, I was able to sneak by for the lead, and then, you know, after that, I honestly didn't think the race was ever going to end. I kept seeing the white flag, but never the checkered flag. So yeah, finally got the checkered there, and stayed on top of the podium.
And the cushion was way up there. I don't think I've ever seen it that high up at Skagit Speedway.
Yeah, me neither. It was all the way to the wall for sure. But luckily, the bottom kind of threw stuff out into the middle of the racetrack, and that's kind of reminded me of Knoxville in a way, like kind of how the middle comes in there from the crumbs off the bottom. So yeah, just awesome racetrack, and looking forward to it tomorrow night.
Now, as far as your season, do you think you need, is this the momentum that you need to really get the season ramped up even more?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a very kind of roller coaster season, very up and down. And you know, hopefully this is kind of the turning point, and we can get going in the right direction and go back to the Midwest and win some races.
I think you can come back out here again, right?
Yeah, we
so
come back out here.
You're going to be on top of the game of everybody else, you and Corey,
yeah, right? That's right. Hopefully we can take 62 grand out of here Saturday, and then come back with high limit and take another 100 grand from my car owner. So that'd be pretty special.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is Sean here in the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video. Your Dirt Cup winner last year, Justin Sanders. Good run tonight on the prelim night, huh?
Yeah, not bad. Got close there, but just not enough. Just didn't really know what to do on that restart. Just kind of got caught slipping, I guess that's all I can say. Good thing it's early. It was
a chaos night tonight, wasn't it, for a lot of teams?
Yeah, it definitely was. Good points night. Just need to be a little better come Saturday.
What was so tricky about tonight than other nights here at Skagit?
I guess the racetrack really transitioned. It really moved up and moved down. It moved to the middle, and you just kind of had to really chase it. And restarts were really key tonight. So I feel like we made really good restarts, except for the one where we were in the lead. So we'll try to change that come Saturday and hopefully do better.
Now you had a really good 5 days, you know, but didn't quite get to the top. But man, you can't complain about that consistency, huh?
Yeah, it's the story of my life running second. So we'll, I don't know, just try to get better is all I can say.
Well, you didn't run second last year here, did you?
No, we'll hope to repeat.
Third place, Tanner Holmes, another third place, huh?
Yeah, man. Shoot, that's the frustrating part about this. Is, you know, what's good is I feel like we're in this new stage for our team where we're running so consistently and we're in the mix. I just, you know, for me, it's figuring out how to turn our thirds and fourths and seconds into wins, right? You know, and we're right there. You know, our car's not a lot of speed. Tonight was just different. Like I was joking, it was kind of like a bad go-kart race. Like what, we had 3 or 4 reds and, you know, 5 or 6 yellows. It's just so many stoppages. It's really hard as a driver to carry your momentum, and I just got stalled out when I was really trucking forward, and it hurt my race. So yeah, not bad, nothing to complain about. You know, Zeb was really good. I think it might have been hard to hold him back because he found the middle, and we're not usually running the middle here. So he just found something no one else was running, and we all kind of followed suit.
What now you a guy that's been here a lot. I've asked a couple of the other drivers. What do you think made it so challenging tonight? Is it because it's Dirt Cup first night and people are just fired up?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was guys just going balls to the wall. You know, everyone's driving probably a little bit extra, which leads to some of the incidents we had. I think too the cushion was different. It wasn't just like a straight cushion to the wall. Like it almost built up on it in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 was as close to the wall as it ever is.
Like
yeah,
that.
It's not like that. And then off of 4 got crazy. So just how the sliders were, like you get going too fast in spots and then there's spots you need to be slowing up. And when you have that much mix of momentum between guys, that's I think what causes crashes. So I was just trying to be so careful. We had a good points night going. Like you said, we're disappointed to run 3rd, but overall we started 10th. So I was even nervous starting that far back if we were going to have what we needed, and we just, I hate to say, we blew by some guys really good. We were just fast. So car's good. Really excited for the rest of the weekend.
Or it could be like Solon said, if there was a bunch of old guys out there, it would have been 20, 30 laps perfect, you know?
It might have. I think, like I said, everybody's just, little more right foot than left foot. So, yeah, But like I said, our car was really good, and honestly, I thought the track was pretty solid, too. A little bit different, Skagit, the lower side. I think, too, like the top would have been better. It just, we didn't have enough laps consecutively for it to be good. I know Corey was up there until I think he maybe shredded that right rear, but like guys were up there, we didn't have a lot of time to get going. On those 1 or 2 lap runs, everybody's just going the shortest way around.
Well, he kept hitting the wall.
Yeah, well, I followed him hitting the wall. That's what kind of, like I said, I was about halfway through, I knocked the ladder out. So that was more the disappointing, not running 3rd. It was more I took myself out of contention. So I followed him into 1, and I just went way too far in, and I hit the wall, hit the curb, and like I said, luckily stayed on all 4. And we're going to change a rear end, and I'm sure my right rear wheel will be for sale. So I mean, yeah, not great there, but glad we were able to limp it home.
Well, you always wonder how much you can take with these cars. You can hit the wall a little bit, but it looked like he hit the wall pretty hard a couple times. You're like, how much can this car take? Because I've seen Corey do that in some high limit races and be able to win the race.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's like, how much can your car take? Because it's still parked.
Yeah, it's a huge testament, I think, to all the different brands we run. For us, like we just want what's most durable, so we can, because when you're up front, you have to put your car in positions where it is liable to get wrecked or junked or get a flat, and that's what it takes to win races. It's very rare when everything's just kosher the whole race and you're winning and you're not wrecking nothing or putting it on the line. So like I said, that's kind of for us, that's just how we end up in that spot. That was one of my few mistakes probably throughout the race, and yeah, like I said, a lot of it too, product of the track, just really, really gnarly. And hopefully we see something like this though the next couple nights. Super wide, kind of slow, and you can really restarts are big, and trying to figure out the backstretch restarts is so weird. This is the only place that does it, so you don't really ever nail it, but kind of just go where the guy in front of you is not and carry momentum and get going.
Who would you like to thank? I know you got some new sponsors on. I know you're wearing a hat of one that's new on for you.
Yeah, we have a lot of partners. I mean, I'm going to use my cheat sheet because I'm here so I don't miss anyone, but we got Shane DeWalt Trucking, Carbon Works, Pit Stop USA, Fast Forward, Earth Environmental, Canopy Country, Smith & Valley Cabinet Makers. They're from the area over in Edison, so it's cool that they're on board. We also have The Boss, S-Tech, Beanie Dog Trucking, QRC. And if you look over here, we got, my panel's not on actually, but Triple X, Thai 22, Champion Car Wash, Orville Tax, ABC Powder Coating. So we got a lot of great partners, and like I said, it's a great start to our Dirt Cup. I was a little nervous because last year I feel like we set our bar really high to run in the top 5 every night. Of course, we wanted to do better than that, but this is a strong field of cars, and even qualifying off a little bit or having a bad heat, that can put you in a little deep. And we even saw a lot of good cars tonight end up upside down. So I mean, yeah, like I said, for us, it's just consistency and being there at the end, so we can start winning these races and not running third.
All right, well, congratulations. Awesome. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good talking to you guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
All right. Sean of the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video. Jason Sowell joins here right now. It's been a minute since I've talked to him, and you had such a good run tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks. We kept it simple, kept it task at hand, and just did the basic stuff. We didn't do nothing fancy today.
So did you not get quick time, right? You tied. Is that what I saw? Did you actually tie for quick time? Or like second quick? You literally tied. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm not sure how they figured out the winner. How did they figure out the winner?
I don't know, but when I saw it come through,
either. I don't know.
When it came through, all of a sudden you were there, and I was like, did he have the same lap as Trayden? So that was pretty crazy.
Our second lap, or my first lap?
I don't know, but it was
your second lap.
My second lap was, yeah.
Yeah, but whatever it was the same lap time, and I was like, that's crazy. So, and then
maybe they play favorites.
Are we got conspiracy theories going here?
Interesting.
But you got the tenure here.
Yeah. No, Willie Croft. He's older.
Yeah, but you have the tenure of more laps around here than anybody else.
But Willie Croft's older.
Yeah, but you have more laps.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that has more laps than you around this place that's currently driving in Skagit Speedway? No.
No?
No. There's no way.
Are you sure?
There's no way. Who else would have any close to the laps that you have around here?
I wish there was somebody. There's Gilbert.
Hey, is he still racing?
No, he's down there watching.
Oh, okay.
Where I should be.
But you're still doing it, and you still had a really good time.
Just because of that guy.
Well, let's get it out of the way real quick. I thought about him a lot coming up here. We missed Heavy D.
Yeah.
He would have been so proud of you to have this 5th place run at Dirt Cup. You know, he'd had that hat on, hot
I can hear his voice.
Oh yeah, me too. And he'd just be like, "That's my guy, Sowald. Look at him," you know.
And he would buy us a tire or two. You know, he wasn't. You know, it was just Heavy D.
Yeah,
just Heavy D.
Yeah,
always in a good mood.
And I miss that guy already. You know, I sit with him at Deming, and I just miss that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but he would be so proud of you right now. I know that. I know for sure. And we miss him. So,
yeah.
But talk about your race. So you had to start after all that chaos. You said you had to start 15th tonight.
Yeah, we had a little. I didn't see what was going on in the first start, but we had a little bumper tag going on there, and a couple cars got knocked out. I don't know. I just feel like nobody would, settle down and get going. Like say, I'm racing against a bunch of kids. You know, it's like. You get some older guys out there, maybe we would have made it 5 laps the first go around, but it just, everybody's just jacked up, and I think, you know what I mean, they're just jacked up and trying to get going and cause a lot of mayhem.
Yeah, so 15th to 5th will get a good point night for you. So now we got one more night to put some good points together, and then we'll be sitting good for Saturday, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully my back feels better by then. I don't, it doesn't, I can feel no pain when I'm driving as soon as this race car lights off, but it's just those sitting on those reds and, trying to get out. Yeah. But during, nobody pays attention to that. Like, your adrenaline's so high, you don't feel anything. So, other than that, I had we were trying to think of the Days of Thunder when Cole drives through the wreck. That's how I felt when I drove under Trey. That was pretty crazy.
All right. Well, anybody you'd like to thank?
Mike Anderson for sure. My wife. My dogs.
Yeah, they're here. They're watching over. They're protecting you.
You know, Heavy D, all these people that helped us for so long. You know, it's just one big family, really.
All right. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
This is Sean. You're in the Dirt. Cali Dirt Video.
Fuck this shit, dude.
Ran over the like all day. It was my fault. But man, like, yeah, once.
I feel like a lot of those are not.
Yeah, I took them all.
Just a little bit. There you go. Yeah, it's just the airplane leaking out of it. That should be, let me get out of the way.
Why did Dad put it on the back? I don't know.
Alright, got it.
You're right there. Yeah, that should be alright. You're 32, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to pull a pump back. It's a race cam.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's no pump in.
Power steering.
That thing away?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't think it's just it should close.
Yesterday we did a part of our meal. We're ready.
Underneath, open up that drawer. names here. You tell me if you're here. Gary Anderson, Tyler Anderson.
They're not here tonight.
Attard, Bernal, Bloomfield, Brown, Carrick, Copeland, Cox, Willie Croft, Day, Didier. Thank you, you guys. I want to start out with, first off, all the staging, all the getting ready. It's really important to us. It's important to you guys. It's important to the fans. The way you guys have been lining up, money, awesome. Been a great job getting down there. Listen to the girls. They have a tip jar now down here if you guys want to help out with any, beverages or anything. Fantastic job getting ready and staging for all the races. Thank you very much. Tonight, just like last night, there's going to be a little bit of a delay between the midget heat races, which are right after the 410 heat races. There's going to be a little bit of a delay. We got to calculate points and then get the lineups correct, break any ties, and then we'll have the C-mains posted. We'll get them down here as soon as we can, and then of course we're going to be calling for you right away. So if you guys can make that happen, that would be awesome. Is Blake Anderson here?
Yep.
Blake, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Blake has a few words.
Joe's Racing Products Drivers Meeting. They're fully stocked with over 125 top brands in racing with a heavy emphasis on driver safety. We know that's obviously important. We saw it last night. You can check them out. They're a huge selection of helmets, suits, gloves, and more. joesracing.com. They're just an hour down the way. Caleb Hart, our announcer, works there. Brent Anderson, I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. They can get you set up. Not very much. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for putting on a good show last night. I know we tried. You guys tried. You guys put on a good show. That A-main was excellent. Please take your tires with you at the end of the night. I think we did pretty good on that last night, so we ask that again. Once again, if you do have used oil, anything of that nature that you need to get rid of, there's a bin right here with the red top on it. Please come dump it there. Tomorrow, we know it's a little bit early, working on that. 11 to 2 is our pre-race party. We ask you come there, sign some autographs for the fans, help out, help sell some merch, grow our sport. I know some of you are signing autographs, some of you have your merchandise trailers here. We invite you to bring merchandise up there. Once again, that helps grow this event. The more people we can get here, the more money we can pay. As I told you guys last night, in the A-main purse for the 410s, we put $2,500 into it from last year for the prelims last night and tonight. Tomorrow night, just the A-main alone is $15,000 more than a year ago, and that's in part by these pre-race parties that help bring fans in and make this feel like an event.
Thanks, Blake. I want to say first, before I get started on the few of the negative items from last night, I just want to say I'm proud to represent you guys. I'm proud to represent the track. I like working for you guys and hearing your issues. I had several that have been brought up to me. I handed out my cards. I want to hear those issues, and I want to do my best to cover those issues. One thing we had happen last night, and for the guys that are out of town that don't run here weekly, it is ultra important that your crews stay in the pits and off the racetrack during raid flags. We had some incidents last night, several. We had guys wandering out onto the track. Our goal in life is not to penalize you guys, but that's coming. If you don't, just consider this your final warning. Please, crew members, do not go out on the racetrack. Our safety crew is very, very good. They're trained, they know what they're doing. And you drivers, please just give them a few seconds. If you get your bell rung just a little bit, just give them that few seconds when you get out of your car to check you out, get it over with, and move on. They just have a few questions, want to make sure you're thinking clearly. Sometimes they'll even come to the pits afterwards and check on you. We need that respect for them to do their job. Please, it's really, really important. Again, there's absolutely no crews allowed on the racetrack at any time during any of these incidents. The penalties that'll be applied will be appropriate to the conditions. To some people, a $200 fine doesn't ding them enough. We may have to go after points. We'll do whatever we need to do to make sure that the point is made. I don't like having to bring this up, but it has to be. Please, drivers, crews, treat our safety crew with respect. Today's race schedule, absolutely identical to last night's race schedule. Fill draw, qualifying just like we did before, heat races, everything exactly the same except for one little deviation, and that is we'll be inverting 18 cars instead of 16 in the feature. Scales, same as yesterday, everything the same. If you win your heat races in the 410, come to these scales. It'll ruin your weekend if you don't come to these scales. All lap cars under caution, go to the rear. All lap cars under caution go to the rear. Please don't hold up the program by dragging your feet. Just make your way to the back, please. There's a stop sign down there. Stop at that stop sign after every time you come by that stop sign. Not kick it out of gear and coast a little bit further and stop. Not drive by and say, I'm sorry. Stop at that stop sign, please. Yesterday, usually after qualifying, there's a backup and there's a few cars there. It reminds you. Yesterday, we were so efficient at getting cars out of there when cars were coming off after qualifying. It was easy to forget. So please, guys, don't forget to stop at the stop sign. Race Sievers. We will again continue with the Race Sievers, you know, like I did yesterday, testing the channel. It's here. You guys did an awesome job for the most part. Gapping. This was a big topic. There was a lot of great racing last night. There were some incidents out there. We had, to my knowledge, really one big incident with gapping last night. What did I worry about when I went home? That one incident. I looked at the video. You know what? We can't be gapping. You guys pulling out of line. We need to be nose to tail, guys. No gapping on the initial start. Please don't force me to make a call. This is just like everything else I've shared with you. I don't want to make a call, but I will. And so will the flaggers. And if you're gapping, that call is not going to be made until the next yellow flag or until the race is completed. That could sting. Please, guys, no fucking gapping. Any questions? Any questions about gapping, please?
I don't know if it was gapping and I was in the back, being a mutt back there, but a few of the restarts, it seemed like the pace would change and I'd run through 1 and 2 half throttle or almost full throttle trying to keep up with the field that, you know, was, and that's why
Thank you. Thank you. The comment was is during the restarts, with the restart zone in the back, the guys in the front, you know, jackrabbiting a little bit. Even if you're back 5th or 6th, remember, we got 24 deep. You guys need to be consistent. You're going to be that guy that's running 12th next time. Don't be jacking around. We need to do the best we can. Treat the guys in the back like you would like to be treated. Does that cover what you're talking about?
I guess maybe just the same pace, because it would like I'd come out of 4 and the guy would be giving 1 till we're going green, and then you'd run through 1 and 2 almost half throttle just trying to keep up with the field, you know, of the guys taking off in the backstretch.
Maintain your pace. If you're the lead cars, lead 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, maintain your pace, please, through there on the restart. Any other questions or comments? Please, we got a few minutes. If you have any questions, and I'll direct them to somebody else. You guys are all doing great. Hey, it's been, you know what, you're racing for a lot of freaking money. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just to be clear, until green, we're supposed to be nose to tail.
We are,
within
yes.
the wheels of the cars ahead of you.
That's right.
When the green comes out, you can go.
That's right.
But we're not fanning out before the leader
That's right.
goes. Okay.
Did you guys hear the question? From this point forward, nose to tail on initial starts. Nose to tail on initial starts. Fanning out, going to lane 4 and 5. That's just gapping is all that is, and it's just causing problems. From this point forward and this weekend, nose to tail on double file restarts. Our flaggers are going to be watching it. They make the call. If I don't like what I see, I'll make the call. Again, if you're gapping, if you're back in there and you're gapping, I hate to penalize you. You know, at the next yellow or at the end of the race, you guys, you can do this. I know there's a lot of money on the line, and I know you guys are aggressive. Does that cover it?
Great.
The race start
When the green is thrown or at the start-finish line?
The green will come out at the chalk line. The question was, is when will the green come out? The green, where's our flagger? Eric Coons. You're on the stand, dude. Come on over here.
On the spot, bro.
Eric? Yeah! Eric. The question was, when does the green come out? I told them the green comes out at the chalk line. When we have initial start, tell them what you want to do, what you want to see.
I mean, at the end of the day, y'all know it's piece side by side when we get to the stripe. Okay, the stripe's a reference point, basically. We're not going to hold it till you get after. Sometimes we'll wait till the outside lane or the inside guy catches up so it's an even start, and then we'll throw the green. You know, it's have you guys not playing games with each other or running somebody up the track or whatnot, you know. Just have an even, clean start and let's get the race going. And that's all it is.
Guys?
Pretty
That's our
simple.
guy.
Everybody knows that stuff. We just want to get the race started and make it fair and even right at the stripe. That's about when we're going to throw the green. It's a reference point, but that's about when it's going to come out and go on. Once you see the green fly, the light goes on, and then we go racing.
Is that clear?
Cool.
Thank you, Eric. Any other questions? Any other questions? We really do hope you guys enjoy the races tonight. And we'll see you a little later at the podium. Good luck, drivers, team.
car team that tours the country.
Well, here we go, Blake. Tanner Carrick, a chance to make a stamp here at Skagit Speedway along the Reese Redeem Foundation 26 of Eric Fisher as they roll down the back straightaway into corner number 3, Prelim night of Dirt Cup. Number 2, 2024 is underway. The green is out, and it's a good jump for Carrick.
Tanner Carrick, former USAC Mouse Energy Drink. Oh, and around goes Eric Fisher, and on his side. Flipped by DJ Neto, and now on all fours. Fisher moving around inside the car. That's good to see. Skagit Speedway safety quickly on the scene.
DJ Neto, who was starting in position number 12, unable to avoid the spinning, twirling Fisher up there at the top of turn 1 and 2. And you saw him get up there, and that race car did not stick with that kind of speed at the top of turn number 1.
Tough break for Eric Fisher. Eric List, what do you have for us? Eric List making his way down to the scene. I see him walking there, strolling up to the cool partnership coming on board there. Cavalli, we're here.
Yes, really do. Back
Beautiful weather. Here we go, Caleb.
That's right.
Try it again.
Back straightaway, second try at this. Tanner Carrick and Jesse Schlotfeldt are now your front row. Chase Johnson going inside row number 2 with Justin Cox next to him. Prelim night 2 underway once again, and another good start for Carrick, leading him into turn number 1.
Tanner Carrick going to lead the way. Look at Chase Johnson to the inside. Chase Johnson on the bottom of turn 2. Big wheel stand. He'll shoot up the racetrack. Wow, nearly coming together with Jesse Schlotfeldt.
Schlotfeldt's got no fear. He kept his foot in it, drove around the outside, but boy, bottom of turn number 4, really good for Johnson. And Johnson now, after your leader, Tanner Carrick, down the back straightaway early on in this.
Tanner Carrick and Chase Johnson, a pair of former Chili Bowl A main starters, battling it out here at the Dirt Cup. Prelim night number 2. Johnson rolls the bottom. He'll look to the inside. Carrick bounces off the fence and leads him down the backstretch.
Boy, the top is getting to be a long raise around in 1 and 2, and that's allowing Johnson, just patient on the bottom, to stick right with Carrick. We're 3 in, and this time Carrick cheats to the cushion, looking for a better run off it. Johnson right there, wheel to wheel and wing to wing as they go into turn number 3, battling for the lead.
Carrick rolls off the high side there. Look at Chase Johnson come off the berm at the bottom of turn number 4 in the
yellow is out. It's turn number 1, and I think that's changed to a red on us as DJ Neto for the second time in corner number 1.
Skagit Speedway safety crew on the scene, and Caleb, you talk about phenomenal safety crews, and we are very, very lucky to have a top-notch safety crew. I heard you talk about it earlier, all the training that they do. Every couple weeks they're doing full-on training here at Skagit Speedway.
Whether it be drilling for the correct fire put-out procedures, I mean, it's more than just knowing where to spray it, but it's knowing what to spray, the correct chemical, plus getting to the driver in time. This time it's going to be crash response, best way to put that one, getting to the driver. Tanner Carrick, Chase Johnson down the back chute. Carrick goes early, little wheel stand, flies her in the air. He's up and around the top. There's Johnson down around the bottom as we go back to green.
Wow, Jesse Schlotfeldt bounced off the berm, all 4 wheels off the ground. What a battle for the top spot, though. Chase Johnson continues to pedal the bottom.
Chase Johnson down low, patient around the low portion of the racetrack. Carrick's only got a little bit of momentum on him coming around the top. Johnson making the bottom work. He's nosing ahead at the apex of the turn. It's up to Carrick with momentum on the high side to get it back as they're almost even getting into turn 3 again.
What a battle for the lead. How about Dominic Gordon in third, though? The 410 rookie as Tanner Carrick switches lines, goes down to the bottom. That's a big move by Carrick. And boy, did it really throw Chase Johnson for a ride.
Now he goes back to the top of turn number 3 and gives some of that space that he bought right back. And here comes Dominic Gordon, taking advantage and winding up the momentum. Johnson down low, Carrick down low, and it's Gordon from the top on the hunt for position 2, entering the third corner.
Dominic Gordon, a 410 rookie with NARC this year, making waves as he's moving towards the podium of the Yellow Flies.
Colby Thornhill, right in front of our flag stand down in front here at Skagit Speedway. Thornhill at the time. Running a little bit deeper in the field. He was scored as 22nd the last time he came across the line. So Thornhill, a main event starter, lap leader last night. And we'll see if he goes work area or just a now. He's going to have to catch a break with this yellow flag.
We had that happen yesterday, though.
We did. Else Thornhill's going to get stuck in the pits. He can come out if he's a number of laps down, but you don't want to see that for Colby. As, wow, Carrick might have gone even a little bit early of the blue paint there.
Chase Johnson, though, a good restart for him. He's right there side by side with them, Caleb.
Wow, they're almost 4 wide further back in the field as well, as there goes Gordon up to the very high level of the racetrack. He's going to drive up and around Johnson and into position number
Jesse
2.
Slotfeld. Trey Starks upside or around the pirouette. So Jesse Schlotfeld did a monster wheel stand and set it down, and I'm not sure if it knocked the front end out, and Starks really had nowhere to go as Schlotfeld was slowing down into turn number 3. Devin Borden also involved there, Caleb.
As you were pointing that out to me to look at Schlotfeld, I caught the Starks flip, and it was a helicopter style rappel off the wall. Never got upside down, but the velocity that he hit with and the amount of rotations that he got in there as well was really something. Safety crew on hand to talk to Trey in the 55 and Devin Borden in the 8. Overdrive missed their marks, and at the end, there's Jason up in the top 5 doing Jason Solwald things.
If the bottom really comes into play tomorrow night, Jason Solwald could make some noise. He rolls the bottom as good as anybody.
Carrick again goes right at the beginning of the blue, and Dominic Gordon sniffs blood in the water. Threw the slider in Carrick, but couldn't get it to stick. Took the lead for the blink of an eye. Carrick's got it back, but it's Gordon winding it up around the top, coming after Carrick for the lead.
Dominic Gordon introducing himself to America tonight here on Flow Racing, making moves in the 10. He'll go side by side with Chase Johnson. Johnson down to the bottom. Gordon still pounding the high side off of 2.
It's weird to think of Johnson as the veteran in a battle in one of these deals, but there he is just rolling the bottom, and you can see that was the plan for Chase Johnson. Come out and use the low side as he tries to take second back away from Gordon. 10 in, 25 to go. A lot of racing left here. Actually looking at the reigning Dirt Cup champion, Justin Sanders, make a pass on Willie Croft.
Justin Sanders shoots by Willie Croft. Check another one off. 2X's Dominic Gordon starting to set his sights on Tanner Carrick. He's cleared himself free of the challenge from Chase Johnson. There's Justin Sanders. He's flying on the high side.
That is the race for 5th right now. So Croft sitting in the 6th position in the 29 car, using the bottom of the speedway. Behind them, 7th and 8th, Tanner Holmes in the 18. Jesse Schlotfeld, the birthday boy, goes bouncing off the fence. And as you just saw there in that battle, the blue 26 is entering the conversation. Zeb Wise on the move a little bit further back in the pack.
Zeb into the 9th spot as Dominic Gordon down to the inside. Slide job for the lead up at turn 4. Dominic Gordon gonna lead. No.
Carrick can't be shook. He got right underneath and made a great crossover. They go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway, coming up and taking the line away from Gordon and taking him jam on the binders, getting into 3. What a move by Tanner Carrick, who's putting on a masterclass of defensive racing out in front of this.
We'll see what Gordon does this time. Does he try to thread the needle down the backstretch or cut underneath him? Carrick comes up, and here comes Gordon down to the bottom. Dominic Gordon off the bottom. Can he lead the lap this time by? Yes, he can. Dominic Gordon, new leader at lap 16.
Nice move, Gordon. Now, can he hold it and streak away and put some distance between them? There's Carrick coming back after him for the lead. Gordon up and around the high side. Does he have the momentum? No, he does not. It's 1 lap for Gordon lead as Carrick takes it back. Caution coming.
Looks like Cole Macedo, the high pointman, coming into the A-main tonight. Off the pace in the Tarleton 21. Going to hustle to the work area to the attention of Drew Warner and Gang.
Oh, and a really fascinating call, Blake Anderson. We use split yellows here at Skagit Speedway. Now the question is, where was the yellow judged to come out? Tanner Carrick Gordon overtakes him one time with sheer speed, but Carrick gets it right back before we go caution. To the back straightaway restart. Carrick has been going very early. Supposed to go at the start of the blue. That's the earliest he can, and he'll do it again. As here comes Gordon with the slider in the corner. Carrick got down to block it, and look out. Somebody coming on the top. It's Justin Cox.
Justin Cox on the move to the middle. 3 wide for second. Gordon on the high side, powering away. He'll go after Carrick for the top spot in 3 and 4.
You've got 2 separate battles going for 4 different positions as Carrick trying to hold off Gordon. Gordon up and around the top stop, trying to knock down the curb as Carrick short slides into the corner. Gordon, all kinds of momentum after him in turn number 3 as they go through the turns.
Dominic Gordon off the high side. Carrick going to slide up. He'll lead by a car length at the start-finish line. Gordon down to the inside. Carrick goes to the high side. They're side by side. There, Dominic Gordon to the top spot. He'll close the door. Where's he going to 3?
They'll trade lines going into the corner, but from the top, Dominic Gordon takes the lead. We're 20 into this deal, and Gordon now might have the momentum to stretch away as he rights the rim and opens it up over Carrick for the lead.
Dominic Gordon starting to pull away now. Gordon rolling away from the field with 14 laps remaining. Lap traffic not even close to being in play.
So now for second, we watch as Justin Cox and Justin Sanders into the picture now. Justin Sanders fourth, coming after third, big slider through the corner. Sanders comes up a little bit short. Cox has got him going back into turn number 1. Both of them chasing Carrick for the runner-up position. Down the back straightaway they go, a car length separating them. Justin Sanders, the sheer car speed on the 2X, incredible as he's flying around Skagit Speedway. But now, Justin Cox trying to put the block on him, trying to freeze him for a second. Sanders back after it as he rolls the top. Big old move coming down to the bottom. Slides up in the corner, but he was a little bit short. Cox will get away from him and continue in the process trying to keep Tanner Carrick close enough that second place is up for question. This is third and fourth, Cox and Sanders for the final spot on the podium tonight.
Final spot on the podium on the line. Justin Cox now has a little bit of breathing room from Justin Sanders, and he'll start his pursuit of second place Tanner Carrick. Dominic Gordon rolling through lap traffic already, Caleb, and Dominic Gordon chasing his first career 410 victory. Can it happen here at Dirt Cup 2?
What a coming up party for Dominic Gordon, who has always shown the talent. He's hitting open wheel and fly up and around the top of Speedway. Traffic is going to get a little bit heavy. They put Gordon in between Gordon and Carrick, but all of that traffic right now on the bottom of the racetrack would see yourself.
Absolutely clear track ahead of him for quite a while as Justin Cox now feeling pressure once more from Justin Sanders. Sanders misses the bottom though. Last lap he was a car length off the tail tank. Now they're nearly side by side for third in turn number 2.
Carrick ahead of them is having to change lines to get around some of that same slower traffic, and that might play a factor as these guys dice for second, third, and fourth. Sanders finds the bottom of turn number 4 with 6 to go. To the inside of Cox, Sanders has got third coming off the turn, but the crossover's coming from Cox, and watch out going into 3.
Big slider. No, he'll leave him a line. Great move by Justin Cox to leave the line as Justin Sanders hangs on, but Cox turns the heat back up. It'll go back after him in turn 2. Now here comes Chase Johnson and Corey Day.
That could have got way nastier than what it was. Cox might have left himself out to dry a little bit as Day building some steam here in the late going as we're down to 4 laps to go. Chase Johnson back after Cox, and here comes Corey Day looking for the Don Don line in the middle of 1 and 2.
Corey Day working where about nobody else working. He'll go high in 3 and 4 this time by. He'll shoot by Chase Johnson, move Corey Day up a spot. Day inside the top 5.
Johnson not done. They're going to look to split the difference on Devin Borden getting into the turn, but Day's going to go all the way up and around. He'll get Cox for 4th, and Sanders is booming for 3rd. Here comes Corey Day.
3-car battle for 2nd, Caleb, because Tanner Carrick's right there. Look, all 3, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on your screen. Justin Sanders up to 2nd.
Sanders has got 2nd. There goes to the bottom. Carrick trying to get it back, and Day right in the mix as Dominic Gordon is checked out and gone. He is going to win his first 410 speed feature. If all goes right, this dynamite battle for 2nd, though, continues on. Gordon off the corner wins Dirt Cup Prelim night number 2, and for 2nd to the line, Sanders, Day, and Carrick is how we finish. Wow. Yeah, buddy. That's why you come back up and call 410 minutes, right?
How about Dominic Gordon? No.
What a night for the young man.
To the show, Dominic Gordon.
Yeah, Clovis, California, Skagit Speedway tonight. And if you could find a receptacle for your trash of any kind, we would greatly appreciate it. FanFest starts tomorrow at 11 a.m. and the green light on for Corey Day, who took 3rd So Day will have a top 3 finish. The Mitri Construction 2X of Justin Sanders to the scale. Green light on. He will be no worse than runner-up tonight. Now is the first 410 win for Dominic Gordon going to be official? The NARC Rookie of the Year contender has won here at Skagit Speedway tonight at the Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup Prelim number 2. Out of the car, doing dance, Dominic Gordon at Skagit Speedway lights the fireworks and takes home $5,000 for his efforts. What a race tonight here at Skagit Speedway. That is just a preview of what we're going to do tomorrow night when we up the ante to $62,000 to win, $500 to lead a lap, and put up some big money over the rest of the field.
There you go. Picking up the his first 410 win, right?
Yep.
Dominic Gordon, Georgia right now. So you couldn't get Clay Cup, but I think you'll take this one, right?
Oh, Clay Cup was a heartbreak. It was honestly the same kind of track, just real slick to a curb right around the wall. Felt like I was leading the first 33 at Clay Cup again.
Yeah, I see. I knew I could get you with that one, right? Because I was there that night. And you had the Dominic car there. But talk about Dirt Cup, because you had to battle for this one tonight. But man, it was a sweet one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you know, I love racing with, you know, the guys that we race with weekly back home. Just, you know, they'll run you clean, but they'll run you hard, and that's what it was. That was a freaking hard race for the lead, I feel like. Glad I came out on top, but you know, Tanner gave me a real run for my money.
Now, rookie year in this, what were your goals coming into this Dirt Cup?
Our goals were just get the seat time and get better to come back next year. But you know, now we're looking pretty stout going into Saturday, and I think we'll be good. We got a lot of notes this weekend, and a lot of valuable seat time.
And then, you know, the other thing is the track conditions from last night tonight. What were they like?
Pretty similar, and I felt so good last night, but I just couldn't make any spots, really. Tonight I just did the same thing, just pounded it up top, and it really worked out.
Talk about the team you're driving for.
Oh yeah, you know, my dad owns it. I can't thank him enough for what he does. He's the whole reason we get to the track every weekend. I can't thank Jarrett and Richard enough for what they do, Ashton, and everybody else that helps us out in and out of the shop.
Any sponsors?
Oh, JI Apparel, 42 Driver Development, Smith Tie, Gary Silva Ranches, 10J Chassis. You know, they do so much for us, and without them, I wouldn't be able to get to the track every weekend.
Well, good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
He's got me $20. He got me $20 too.
All right, Corey Day probably had one of the most eventful runs tonight. Let's see, where'd you start? 16th, and then went to the back because you want to make it exciting for the fans here at Skagit Speedway, and then let's see, finished third?
Finished third, yeah. It wasn't the object to drop 8 spots before the actual green flag of the race, but how it went down, and yeah, just glad a race car is good, like it usually is. Was able to good.
Now, when you guys went to did you know you had a problem? Is that why you went into the work area?
Yeah. I honestly didn't know. Like, I stopped next to Holmes, and I was, I yelled at him to watch my right rear, and then I felt it going down, so I started motioning to you guys get me to work area. So just a little unfortunate. I don't know exactly what happened. Just really slicked in one, and got 30 gallons behind you. It's not easy to slow the car down when those guys crashing. So a little unfortunate, but it all worked out.
And then what on that last green flag? When we get green flags going at Skagit, sometimes it takes a while for us to get going. Like last night we had a fuel stop on 9, tonight 8. but you have found something. When did you figure out what you were going to do, and how long did it take you to, this is what I'm doing?
Yeah, I knew, you know, I could run the curve, of course. Just a matter of getting clean enough track. It's tough. You know, you actually carry a lot of wing speed here, so when you're behind cars and you don't have enough air on your wing, it's hard to enter the corner, you know, how you need to. So struggled with that until I got inside the top 10, and guys started, you know, stretching out, and guys are running the bottom, and we're just, you know, all over the place. So yeah, it just took time. I didn't know exactly, you know, how it was going to play out there. Everyone was all over the place, and if the middle would have got dirty like it did last night, I don't know if I would have made it up through there, because you know, it's you know, easier to build a run on someone when there's 2 cars in front of you rather than 3. So just yeah, owe to a good car, and you know, just badass track by the Skagit track crew too.
And then you should be good points for tomorrow night. And I don't know what your goal was coming into this, but I know you could have stayed closer to where you guys were and racing against all the guys that you won against last week, but you chose to come all the way to Skagit like you told me you were going to do at the Chili Bowl. And I'm sure the goal is to win this Saturday night main event.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I got a little bit of unfinished business here. Was really good in 2022 and just didn't put it together. And then last year, the track just really didn't allow me to race the way I needed to on the final night. So yeah, just you know, hungry to win this one. You know, I think this is probably my last cup on the West Coast to win. So and I love the event too. You know, Kevin Rudin's put a lot of work into this place, and Peter Murphy as well, to make it a badass facility and you know, host a badass event that I love. So you know, pieces rained out this week, but you know, either way, we were coming here.
And then one question that I wanted to ask you before I let you go: when you went on the high limit this year and decided you were going to do everything, did you have any expectations on what your year was going to be like, and that you were going to get these wins that you've got? How many are you now? Like 4?
Yeah, I think we're up to 4. No, we're up to 5 with that Knoxville one.
Yeah. But 4 high limit ones, right?
Right.
Yeah,
4 high limit ones. Yeah, just not really many expectations. I knew just you know, object was to win some races. That's you know, we won a lot of races last year, and you know, even won, you know, an outlaw race at the end of the year. So I knew that we had speed with the top guys. Just a matter of, you know, getting our package good for those places in the East Coast. So it's been good. Just like I said, owe it all to my team and to Shane Bowers for being a badass, and just yeah, it's been a good year. So only halfway done.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow night, and we'll see you obviously back here in August.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Sean, you're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video. Justin Sanders joins me, and I know, man, another second place run. But the good thing is, the points, you've got to be looking really good in points. I'm still waiting for the official points to come out, but it's got to be good there.
Yeah, second's a little bit better when you're not leading and then give it away. So we actually had a pretty solid race car tonight. Could move around actually, and I could run, you know, kind of run through the middle, kind of run the bottom, pound the top. I kind of do it all. We got to get a little bit better, get a little more drive, you know, probably to beat Corey, but you know, we're in position again, and I mean that's what you got to do at this race, this format. You got to put yourself in position, and we did that. So yeah, we're just gonna gas it up for 40 laps. It's about all we can do. So yeah, no, it's good. We'll go over this thing with a fine-tooth comb tomorrow. Try not to have any parts failures, and build off of what we did tonight. That's it.
So there's something about this racetrack that just suits your style, and that's one thing I was going to ask you. And then the second thing is the track conditions seem pretty close from talking to Dominic and Corey from last night, but we didn't see the carnage.
Well, last night actually was a lot slicker, I think.
Okay.
It was a lot slicker, a lot dirtier in spots, and honestly tonight the racetrack was pretty dang cool, honestly. You're on the bottom, you could run the top, you could kind of slide through the middle if you really got to run on somebody. I mean, these guys did a pretty awesome job. I mean, it was on the fence in 1 and 2, and kind of at the end, like Carrick, you know, when I got him for second, I actually kind of arced it in and ran the bottom and got a good drive next to him, and I mean, it was just cool. You could do everything here tonight, which is all you can ask for. Hats off to the track guy and Peter and whoever did the track, because it was pretty cool. Actually, I had a lot of fun. It's one of the more fun racetracks, one of the more fun races that I've ran in a long time, the last couple of years. So we'll take it and be ready for tomorrow.
All right, well, good luck. Who'd you like to thank real quick?
Oh yeah, we got always Demo Mitri and the whole team, Hunter Brady. Oh man, just thought of his name, the guy that's been helping us this week, and I just forgot it, but thanks to him too. Aiden, Mitri Construction, Farmers Brewing Company, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, Factory Change Shocks, High Performance Lubricants, FK Rod Ends, Walker Performance Filtration, just TI-64, but it helps us out. So we're ready to go.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, man.
This is Sean, you're in the dirt, Cali Dirt Video.
I'll be right with a second.
We're good.
Probably like
Devin board Joe's right now, and does it feel like home back in the Northwest?
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to be here.
So living in Pennsylvania now, right? Yeah. Running full time. I don't know if you're living there, but kind of, right? I mean, you're racing full time there, right?
Yeah, I don't make it home as much as I'd like to. I'm only home, you know, a couple times a year, it seems like. So I was just happy to be able to make it home for this and get a race here at the Super Dirt Cup as an addition to it all. So yeah, it's been fun.
So when did you decide you were going to actually run the 8 car at home for Dirt Cup? Was this decided the whole time you were going to run this car?
Yeah, no, this was decided, back towards the end of last year, beginning of this year. We kind of sealed it all up, got it on our schedule, and back with the 23 team, you know, and they were cool with me coming out and running this and taking the weekend off back there. So yeah, it was definitely exciting. So it's been fun.
I bet Dad's happy to have you here, the whole family. I mean, all the generations of Wardens in the pits, and yeah. You got to run Elma. The crowd was so excited to see you run at Elma, and then here at Dirt Cup. Luck hasn't been the best, but you're still sitting, what, like 14th in points we talked about, right?
Yeah, we're 14th in points. Definitely not where I'd like to be, but I don't know. Hopefully we'll make the most of it. We kind of threw the kitchen sink at it tonight. So hopefully we're fast and pick up a little speed and make something happen. So yeah, definitely hasn't been as good as we wanted to, but I think hopefully we just got our car better tonight and pick up what we've been lacking. So
yeah, the track conditions looked close to the same each night, but it was definitely a little bit more on the dry side the first night, and you know, you get into stuff, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we've been really good qualifying. You know, we were 11th and 9th, which I know it's not great, but I feel like we're right there. That's where our points have that's where we got the points. We just haven't been good come feature time. So track slicks off, and we're just not where we need to be. So yeah, like I said, we kind of threw the kitchen sink at it tonight and see if we can get any better.
That should put you at 3rd or 4th in the heat race?
Yeah, we're starting 3rd in the heat race. So they say the winner goes to the dash. So else things fall our way, you never know. We could end up in the dash. So
yeah, so it's not all lost yet, is it?
No, it's not lost yet. We're actually, you know, it could be a lot worse. So.
And then let's talk real quick. I mean, Pennsylvania, won the track championship last year at Port. That's pretty dang cool, huh?
Yeah, it is. Definitely, I don't know, kind of like a dream come true, you know, to be able to obviously race back there, and, you know, to win a championship is even cooler. So I always watched Port Royal back when I was racing here, you know, on a week-to-week basis, watching, you know, Anthony Macri and, you know, Lance DeWeese, and just all those really good guys back there. And then to be able to go back, race wing to wing with them, and even beat them at times is pretty damn cool. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely been fun. We're just trying to work at getting better each and every night, you know. So.
And before you came to Elma, you basically ran every night, because you ran Ohio, then you went back and ran the 2 nights in Pennsylvania, and then took a red eye or something. I don't know when you flew out, but it had to have been crazy, because you got here enough time to run, to even check in, enough time to check in at the pit gate. So that must have been some not much sleep going on there.
No, not at all. Yeah, I was probably a couple days there without any sleep. It was a lot, but yeah, flew into Seattle and literally went straight to the racetrack there. Well, I think it was Sunday. Dad luckily kind of had the seat mounted and everything good enough to race, so we made it work, and kind of this last week got everything really perfect and kind of how I wanted it. So we were able to come up here. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, and then Pennsylvania Speedway, right?
Yeah.
Next on the agenda after you get into A-Main tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, next I'm flying out Tuesday. Actually race Wednesday, racing Speedster Wednesday, and then Friday's 10 straight nights of racing.
Awesome.
In 10 days. So.
Well, we'll be tuned in.
Got a busy schedule. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Trey Stark joins us right now. Well, let's start. How do we start this interview? You haven't had the best Dirt Cup luck, but man, you were quick time the one night. Top points going into the main event. What else? Last night, once again, high in points. After everything you've done, you're still 8th in points, and you're on the pole. You win that, and you're still in the scramble right where you want to be tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to know that there's a chance to salvage. We've obviously had speed. I just can't avoid the messes, I guess. I mean, there's been a lot of carnage. I just try not to be a part of it, but we seem to get caught up in it. So, yeah, we're going to do our best to pick up all the pieces and make the most of the position we're in right now.
Did you analyze? I mean, I know you've been working on race cars. I think you're on number 3 or something, right? Is that what I hear?
Yep. Yeah, we're on. Unfortunately, we're on the 3rd night in the 3rd different race car. Not where you want to be, but all of our stuff we've either owned for a long time, or I mean, it's all similar stuff. This is actually the oldest car in the stable, and so I've driven it a lot. It's got a lot of laps. I think it'll be just fine, but yeah, we've been a lot of long nights. You know, my brother in Dallas has been working really hard, as well as my grandpa and my dad. So we're gonna, like I said, we're fresh. I mean, it's a new night. We're not down anything. This car's as good as any of the other ones, so I think we got a good shot.
All right, and then have you analyzed like was there anything you could have done different on any of these instances?
I think so. The first night I just got a little too excited. I had a big run, and a guy in front of me made a late decision to go to the bottom, and I just had too much speed going into the corner. I was already committed. And then last night, I know Jesse pulled a big wheel stand and then set it down, and I think he said the car shut off. And I didn't expect him to slow down that much. I got on the brakes as hard as I could, but we just barely clipped his right rear, and then it really kind of shot us off into the wall there. So we were lucky to be able to make repairs enough to get back out and salvage the points we had, but the car was in a heap. I mean, it's insane that it actually even rolled around there in as rough a shape as it was in. So, but I'm glad we were able to get back out and make the points up and put us in a good position for tonight. So, I guess there's a silver lining to everything.
And if anybody knows how to get around Skagit Speedway, it's you. Currently got I don't know how many wins you got this year already in this, and in 360s, Sportsman, 410s, and then last year, I mean, you've got a lot of wins here. So if anyone knows how to get around, it's you. Who'd you like to thank for sponsors?
Yeah, TNC Concepts, Melby Fab and Truck Repair, J&J Auto Racing, builds great race cars for us, Fisher Racing Engines, AL Driveline, Newland Bar Service. A lot of good supporters here for us that allow us to have enough equipment to pull the 3rd car out on the 3rd night. So if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. But I am glad to have the opportunity where we can, keep fighting each night, put on for the local crowd around here. I know it's, every year at the big races, it's, we're getting the local crowd's getting better and better. The competition's getting better here on a local level. So we really want to try hard to be able to support and show out for the local fans. Yeah, what a story it would be if we could end up towards the front tonight after all that. But I think we got as good a shot as any. We're in a good position to put us in the full shuffle. We had a pretty good run up through the full shuffle last year, so I know it's doable. Yeah, we're going to give it our all.
I guess one more question for that. Let's talk about the growth of the 410 division here. Did you envision it growing this fast? Because, you know, a couple of years ago, there wasn't that many. It was Trey and a couple others, right? And look at now.
Yeah, I mean, the guys here at Skagit, Kevin and their whole team, I knew it would gain traction at some point just because of how much effort they were putting into it. It's just, you never know how long it's going to take, to get people on board, because it really built it back from nothing. I mean, it was predominantly 360s around here for as long as I can remember, and then after, you know, Skagit dropped their 410 local division, it obviously didn't get any better. So the amount of work that everybody here at Skagit Speedway and just everybody in the Northwest racing scene has put on to grow this class has been amazing. I mean, it's the best place, I think, within 2,000 miles to run locally as far as payout. And yeah, I've been really impressed with the competition level this year. There's a lot of good guys in this class, and it's really growing to where I think they envisioned it. And I think it's only going to get better for here. So really, really bright future from here on out for Skagit Speedway, for the 410 division, and just for sprint car racing on the West Coast, let alone the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, it's a really exciting time for sure.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
This is Sean, you're the Cali Dirt Video. Cole Macedo joins me right now. Well, so 5 days, you got a win, and the championship there was a good 5 days, huh?
Yeah, good confidence builder for us and my team, and Tarleton Motorsports. It's always good running good in this car. And then coming up the Dirt Cup, I know last night was kind of a weird night, huh? How many times has that happened? The fire bottle went off, is that what I saw? Yeah, we've had some stuff go our way, and then some stuff that hasn't, but luckily we've done our job for the most part, and had accumulated some pretty good points and whatnot, and I think we line up 7th, so start on the pole of the heat, and hopefully it gets going. But yeah, weird deal. I thought I was gonna catch fire. You know, my brakes are sparking, and I feel all wet and cold, thinking it's fuel, and yeah, just a freak deal. One of them fire bottles malfunctioned, and probably hurt a really good night. So is what it is.
Is what it is. But tonight, I mean, starting on that pole, this is a new format this year, or a new where the fans get to see some more racing on Saturday night. So you win tonight in the heat race, and you're set up right where you want to be, huh? Yeah, for sure. Just getting into that pole shuffle or whatever it is. I think it's actually qualifying this year, but yeah, just getting into that is huge. You know, you can kind of, you know, pick off a couple rows there, and if you could start in the, you know, first couple rows at this race, I think that you got a shot. You know, I think that our race car is good enough that we could be able to drive by them guys up front, and yeah, just hopefully some stuff goes our way and we're not caught in the work area 3 or 4 times like we have the last couple of nights. Who'd you like to thank? I mean, you've got a great team behind you, huh? Yeah, for sure. Drew Warner, obviously, my crew chief. Nate and Kobe have been working really hard. We've got the Kane boys here, Cole and Willie, you know, helping us out and getting us pointed in the right direction. And you know, it just takes everybody to be able to compete here at this race. There's a lot of really good guys here, and a lot of really good teams, and the track's been phenomenal. Have a lot of fun here, coming here every year. So, but yeah, Tarleton and Son, Complete Parts and Equipment, Factory Kane Shocks, the Durst family, High Performance Lubricants, Bandy Associates, team, Willwood Brakes, just a long list of people that keep us going up and down the road. Can't thank each and every one of them enough. And then I think there should be a game that the fans play, is where will Cole show up tonight? Yeah. Because we never know where you're going to show up in that 16 car, the Abe Ribbon car, or the 21 car. I think you flew all the way across the country to show up at Medford, right? Yeah. I actually fly out of here tomorrow to head to Missouri to run the midweek show for the 16 car, and yeah, it's about every week I fly to somewhere and then back for the NARC race. So I definitely got my flight miles going up and up every week here. So. Are you gonna do Pennsylvania Speed Week too? No. I got to get back for Chico next Friday, Saturday. So yeah, I'll fly out tomorrow, and then I'll fly back Thursday to get here for Chico Friday, Saturday, and then I think I actually get a week at home. Wow. What are you gonna do? Yeah, maybe watch some fireworks. Maybe go race Chico. We don't really know yet. I know we got to run Petaluma on Saturday, but yeah, it'd be nice to get a couple days to relax and maybe play some golf or do some other fun stuff other than racing. All right, well, good luck tonight. Thank you, guys. This is Sean, you're in the Dirt Cali Dirt Video. Drew Warner joins right now, and so Drew, how long have you been crewing?
I mean, I think pretty much my whole life. I mean, since I got out of high school, this has been my full-time job, so that had been 2013 or so, 2014, so yeah, a few years now. If people don't know, this is like my favorite guy to talk to in the pits. Like we have to stop. If I don't, it's like it's not right. So
right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'd say, yeah.
The guy in the north, when he comes to the Northwest, you got to stop and talk to him. So come say hi to him, all right? But how long you been with Tarleton?
So a couple years now. I think 2021 or 22, I came over here and took over their program, and pretty much done a whole West Coast deal with them since then. We've had a couple trips back east, and yeah, obviously these trips up north, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun.
Probably pretty cool working with Cole, huh?
Yeah, really cool. I mean, it's always fun to, you know, we're really good friends, and so it's always fun to have a, you know, good friend and good team like that around us. And I mean, same with the rest of our team. Nate, Kobe, we all get along really well. So we've had a lot of fun, and we've had some success, and yeah, I think that carries over.
And bringing the family, full-time dad, that's probably a whole new thing, bringing all to it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely I couldn't do it without my wife. I mean, I always kind of joke, I love my kid, I guess he's my world, but I mean, my wife does literally everything. I don't really truthfully know what it's like to be a dad, because she does it all for me. So it's really cool. This whole speed week and then coming here, having them here has been really fun, and kind of when stuff doesn't go your way, it takes your mind off it, and yeah, I enjoy it.
Now, last thing, let's talk about your dad. You got in the Hall of Fame this year. How much did that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, obviously it was really special to him. I mean, he's something he's worked for his entire life, you know, and I don't have a conversation with my dad that doesn't involve racing in some way, shape, or form. That's all he thinks about. It's all he eats, sleeps, and breathes racing. So it's really cool for him to get recognized that, and you know, all the success that he's had. And I definitely got some really big shoes to fill, but it's still cool. I mean, I really enjoy it, and I'm really happy for him.
So when Gold Cup this year and up here, are you going to really ramp it up so you can try to beat him?
Absolutely. I mean, I want to beat him more than anyone. Every time we unload, I definitely like to beat him. But he's tough. They got a really good team as well, and you know, it shows with their success they've had these past couple years. And yeah, but definitely, I'd love to beat him.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sean the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video.
Yeah, boy. Moving. Jeff, might not need to put it on so tight next time.
Are you talking to yourself? Because we're hearing you. I hope Jeff listens. We had one last year, the same fucking deal. I think he did that one too. Maybe Jeff doesn't do it no more.
Yeah, maybe Jeff doesn't do it anymore.
need to see cash-proof games.
Is he gonna go straight in the rocks? Yeah. I ain't catching it. That's fine. Okay, who's calling? Who's calling? I'm calling this time. Ready? All right. That's.
What'd they flip? What'd they flip?
Pay up!
What do you flip?
Now I gotta go get $50 for you. Or you can get me.
That's why my daughter went to
Yeah, that's what I was saying like last night. Like you could have a really good first fucking night.
Beginning of July.
Get my socks.
Jim Raper Memorial Super Dirt Cup. This is an event. Just like a lot of you guys, I was a second generation driver. There's some second, third generation drivers. There's been a lot of previous champions of this fucking. Third one. There's been a lot. There's been a lot of you guys. There's got drivers here that have won this race. Not a lot of racers have won this race, and somebody tonight's gonna walk out of here with a hell of a lot of money, and we're very proud to be able to give it to one of you guys. I know that you know, we had some a little bit of issues, with the transponder pickup. Spent a lot of time on the phone with you guys. Pete did a little bit. That's because there's a lot of money on the line, and we wanted to make it right. I apologize to you guys for a little bit of the confusion. The lineups are going to be coming down here right now for the heat races, and we'll be putting those up for you. One of the first things I want to talk about, while I have your best attention for the main event tonight, the A main event, we did this for the Outlaws last year. Each team, because it has become such chaos in the infield, we're going to issue each team 5 wristbands. 5 wristbands for each team. The driver doesn't need one, but each team needs to have 5 wristbands. We do not have a problem with teams that maybe have 2 or 3 crew members passing their bands on to others, but you're not going to be able to go into the middle without a wristband or the media credentials. Did everybody hear that? Is that pretty clear? When we have that main event lineup figured out, A main, our crew, our staff that's been coming through you all weekend is going to be bringing you an envelope with 5 bands. Install those bands, and you're not going to get through the gate down here out into the middle unless you have one of those wristbands. We're going to have sheriffs, and we're going to have also our staff. I think I'd be more afraid of our staff, honestly. Any questions? Thank you for your cooperation on that. I want to talk a little bit about the pole shuffle. Pete may have to help me here a little bit. Pole shuffle tonight, we're going to have the 4 highest point cars that have already locked into the pole shuffle. 4 highest point cars have already locked into the pole shuffle. The 4 heat race winners are also going to end up in the pole shuffle. The 4 heat race winners are going to end up in the pole shuffle. The first race, first off, all 8 cars are going to go down into the infield to run the pole shuffle. The first race will be cars 7 and 8 in that pole shuffle. The 7th car, the car in 7th position, which would be the 3rd heat race winner, is going to get lane choice in that first heat race, or in that first pole shuffle, excuse me. From that point forward, the car coming out is going to have lane choice. The pole shuffles are going to be a green, a white, and a checker. The loser goes off, the next car will come on and get lane choice. Green, white, checker. There's one thing, you don't get a second chance on these starts. If you jump the start and either I or the other flagger decides that it was the one that was at fault, you're just going off, and we're going to go right into the next race. No second chances on this. We're going to work our way down through. When we get to the winner of the pole shuffle is going to stop on the front stretch, get a trophy, get a picture, maybe an interview, and you're going to pick your lane to where you want to start the main event on that front row. Any questions on the pole shuffle?
Start on the back stretch or the front stretch? Front stretch.
The question was...
It's normal spot, normal heat race stop.
The question was, if you're in that pole shuffle, the start will be at the chalk line exiting turn 4, not in the middle of the backstretch. Did you all hear that? The start will be exiting turn 4. Got a question today over the telephone about chemicals on tires during the red flag open reds. Absolutely no chemicals of any kind. Water, WD-40, Simple Green, none of that. You can use a grinder, that's it. No chemicals. Any questions? No chemicals.
What about a torch? Can you use a torch?
You can use a torch, no chemicals. The question was, can you use a torch? You absolutely can use a torch. New cars. Winner of the full shuffle. No chemicals. Just going to wrap it up. Again, I want to say one more time, probably the most affected by the issue with the transponders was Jason Solo. We talked to them, spoke with Casey, apologized to that team, but we did it right in the end. It's just that they paid the price. I don't like it, but we did it right. Does anybody have any questions? We very, very much appreciate you guys coming to this race. We got Blake Anderson here. Hold on one second, Blake. Pete. So we're going to have driver introductions for the A main, for the sprint cars. The midget drivers that I see here, you've already been spoken to at the pit meeting for the midgets. For the sprint car A main, we need to have all of the cars in order on the front stretch in double file formation out on the front stretch, and the drivers are going to make their way to the back of the grandstand. Blake's going to coordinate that. He's going to talk about that a little bit. But we're going to be doing a double file. We need the cars out there and the drivers around back so we can interview you coming through the grandstand, just like we did for the race last year. Good? Go ahead, Blake.
Hi guys, once again, thanks for coming to Dirt Cup. We greatly appreciate you guys being here. It's been a great event. You guys put on a great show all week. Joe's Speed Shop in Everett's fully stocked with over 125 of the top brands in racing with a heavy emphasis on driver safety. You can check out their huge selection of helmets, suits, and gloves and more in their store and online at joesracing.com. Tonight, please take your tires with you. We appreciate it. We've said it all week. If you have used oil, there's a used oil bin right here with the red top on. We just ask that you please bring your oil and put it in there. Don't put it in the trash can. Just put it in that used container. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the teams this afternoon that came to Fan Fest. We really appreciate it. That helps build this event and make this event where fans want to come here. And I've been mentioned all week, but from last year to this year, we put $15,000 in Saturday night's A main, and little things like that Fan Fest help us continue to build this event and build that purse for you guys. The Dirt Cup winner tonight. First off, congratulations, whoever wins it. Second off, Jeff will pick you up at the scales right here and push you to victory lane. There we go, we're out there. You guys hit it. I'll guide you to where we want you to park on the grass and the angle that we want you at. I'll be down in victory lane to get you parked so we can get a good picture.
Just so you know, you're going to be pushed out turn one, and you're going to turn around with your stagger and go up towards the grass between the two fences, and you'll be pushed down along there. Our bike will take you there, and he'll be telling you, you'll see him when you get to the podium, where you need to be exactly. Then after that, our bike will take you all the way around here again and out this gate over here. Then your crew can come and get you from that point right there.
So we'll invite the fans down to the fence, cheer you on. We'll kind of park you at an angle towards victory lane up towards the stand so we get a great picture of you, kind of one of those memento pictures you'll want the rest of your life. Just a reminder, next week we are running 410s. We hope you can join us. We have the 4th highest purse in 410 sprint car racing right here at Skagit Speedway. Also, I know some of you guys we won't see for quite a while now. Hope you have the Stage Fruit Skagit Nationals presented by Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts on your calendar. August 29, 30, 31 with Kubota High Limit Racing. $100,000 to win here at Skagit Speedway. For the rest of the meeting, I'll let Galen handle it.
I won't be race directing that one.
Oh, before I let you go, for driver intros, we'll have push trucks come around and pick you up and the golf cart pick you up. Please be ready when they're ready to pick you up and hop in with them. That's just going to help keep this event moving along so we don't have a long wait. But we really appreciate your guys' patience and working with us this week as we continue to build Dirt Cup.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Good luck.
Over everything. First race of Saturday night here at the Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup, and 2 former Dirt Cup champions, the 2015 and 2019 champs on row number 1, racing for a spot in the pole shuffle. Jason Sowald and Robbie Price are those 2 cars. Jesse Schlattfeld, DJ Netto, Tanner Carrick, and Nick Parker tucked in behind them in the 3rd row. Max Mitri, Evan Margison, and more. The Cup 2024 underway on Saturday night. Wheel stand from Solwall down the front straightaway. Car bounces and wobbles, but stabilizes. He's got the lead into turn number 3. Solwall for a spot in the pole shuffle. Holds it right now. Price digging to the high side, looking for room around. He'll duck into the bottom, is coming through the back. There's Evan Margison making up some positions. Margison in the 99 hits the left front of the apron. He is after Parker in the 15. That battle a little bit further back in the pack at the moment. Victory, the 2XM, racing his way forward, but up front is the sun. Peeking out from behind the clouds shows Jason Solwald leading the way with 4 to go. Halfway through heat race number 1, looking to put a big 18 on the Sharpie in the 5th spot for the pole shuffle. Solwald stretching his advantage. Good out front, Jason Solwald. With 2 to go. See the bottom of that racetrack, not super smooth, but Solwald's been able to navigate it 1 and 2 expertly every time. There's 1 more lap to go. Spot in the pole shuffle. Looks to be all but sewn up for the Shaylin Ray Motorsports. Number 18, Jason Solwald, gets the win and goes to the pole shuffle. Second goes to Robbie Price. 3rd to Jesse Schlockfeld, 4th to DJ Netto, 5th to Tanner Carrick, 6th to Nick Parker, 7th to Max Mitri, 8th to Evan Margison, 9th to Axel Loudman, and 10th to Dustin Gary. Jason Solwald will be our 5th, digging for the best they can get. Cox and Gordon, Borden and Steele, Smith, Johnson, Taylor, Bernal, and Kuntz, the competitors. Rumble of the 410 engines into turn number 3. Dominic Gordon with the coming out party last night. Justin Cox looking to put him behind him and get to the pole shuffle. They're awfully tight off of 1 and 2. Gordon, the white with black number 10, rolls to the middle of the racetrack and stays right on the right rear tire of Cox. Big for the lead going into turn number 1. Cox a little bit better on the bottom of 1 and 2. Streaks away from him down the back straightaway. Cox and Gordon 1 and 2 starting to filter out and drive away from each other. As we'll go back in the field and take a look at the 121 of Steele, who is 3rd in the 8 of Devin Gordon, who is sitting in 4th. Now look at Chase Johnson in the 24 taking position away from Cam Smith. Smith getting down, trying to defend the bottom as Bernal coming up and looking to steal that spot away from the 17. Lap or 2 to get his rhythm, but now Justin Cox is flying, enjoying an advantage over Dominic Gordon that is 1.127 seconds long. For 3rd, here comes Chase Johnson. Sorry, make that 4th. Johnson in 5th and trying to find his way around Steele. Bumping him up through the bottom of 1 goes Steele, but stays in the gas pedal and drives away that time by. Justin Cox rolls to the white flag. One more time by for Cox. Pole shuffle awaits for the driver. Out of Sacramento, California, the Bates Hamilton Racing 42X will make his way there. Justin Cox to the pole shuffle. Gordon ends up 2nd. Borden 3, Steele 4, Johnson, Smith, Bernal, Kuntz, and Taylor. Your unofficial finish. Olmacito, the 21T. Willie Croft, the 29. That is the front row. So far, the inside has been the dominant row. See if all the veteran guile of Willie Croft can change that. Eric Fisher and Greg Hamilton Hunter Schurenberg and Shane Golubic in a loaded row number 3. 8 laps to decide. Pole shuffle position number 7. Excellent start for Messina. Croft quickly crossing down low, trying to get the bottom to protect. He'll hold on to position 2 for the time being as Hamilton sits in the 3rd spot with a whole bunch of race cars coming after him. We saw Fisher in the 26 and Golubic in the 17W really making some hay. Golubic has gone 6th to 4th. He's looking for 3rd and to upset the running order here. Trying to pick up another position to get him further up that A-main event. Look at Schurenberg, 17, gets into turn number 1. Car hiccups on him, and Fisher drives further ahead, I should say. As that is 3rd place, Greg Hamilton in the 96, Shane Golubic in the 17W in 4th, looking for opportunity to find his way by. Golubic half a groove lower than Hamilton coming through the corner. Races on for 3rd still. You get a look at the Carlton and Son 21T of Cole Macedo ripping laps off here. Cole Macedo out cruising full straightaway lead on the rest of the field. There's Fisher in the 26, sitting 5th. Schurenberg, high side, got him. Schurenberg has found the top of the racetrack, first driver to do so. Can he come up and take the spot away from Golubic? Golubic still on the bottom, following Hamilton. There goes Schurenberg. 1 lap to go, and Schurenberg trying to make the charge as Macedo wins, rolling away from this. 2nd will be Croft. 3rd, Schurenberg. Yes, sirree, Bob off the top. Hunter Schurenberg found the top, found some speed, and drove forward. So Schurenberg 5th to 3rd in the heat race. That'll help his point score out. He just got himself a better starting position in whatever main event he ends up going to. But we know that the 7th spot in the pole shuffle belongs to the 21T of Cole Macedo. Macedo wins, Croft 2nd, Schurenberg 3rd. All he's got to do is win this heat race, and he's got a chance to improve his A-main starting spot. He'll be guaranteed to be somewhere up in the first 4 rows of tonight's A-main event. Colby Copeland looking to play spoiler. Rolling into the gas out of corner number 4. We're green. That's the best start from the outside we've seen so far. Can Copeland get around Starks? He can! Colby Copeland says, I want to be the guy who spoils it all. He's your leader. Starks 2nd. Youngquist and Thornhill racing for 3rd. Starks gets up to the high side. He's got momentum down the back straightaway. Comes up on the back of Copeland. He's going to try to sail it into the top of 3 and 4. Copeland down low. Starks up high. Starks with momentum. Almost tags the rear bumper of him going into the turn. Now Copeland gets up into the middle of 1 and 2. Starks backs off it for just a little bit. He's going to have to make another run. Copeland finds the top of 3 and 4. Smart racer Colby Copeland. Still in the middle of 1 and 2. There's Starks. Down low he goes to within 2 car lengths on the low side of the racetrack. Copeland up high. Starks down off the bottom, looking for the lead off the corner. Can't get there. Halfway through. 4 in, 4 to go. Copeland up top in 1 and 2. Starks liking the bottom a little bit better. Can Starks figure out the low side of 3 and 4? Shows him a nose coming off the corner. Copeland's got it. Starks coming after it. Copeland downstairs to make the block on Trey. Trey's going to get back to the top side as quickly as he can. Back straightaway they run. Back down to the low side goes Starks. Copeland playing some hard defense here on Trey Starks for the final spot in the pole shuffle. 2 laps left. This time to the white flag. 1 more time around. Starks on the bottom, desperately hunting for something. Copeland just a half groove up in 1 and 2. These 3rd and 4th turns will decide it. Copeland goes up top, Trey down low to the line. Copeland's going to hang on and go to the pole shuffle. Colby Copeland with the upset on Trey Starks in the heat race takes the win, and the 5V will be the car chooses lane. We're going to show them 1 to go here. Macedo chooses low. Winner moves on. Loser starts 8th. Anticipation building here through the pole shuffle. A guy like Copeland, who was on the outside looking in, starting here, nothing but room to go up. Chance to really improve his starting spot for tonight's A feature. Copeland in 5V, Macedo in 21T. The first pole shuffle underway. Good start from Macedo. Sticks the bottom of 1 and 2. Copeland going up top, closes up the gap in a big hurry. Looking after him as he comes through the middle of the corner. White flag out in this 2-lap dash. Looks like Macedo's got it. Back straightaway, he's opened her up. And pole shuffle, round number 1. Cole Macedo moves on. Kobe Copeland will start 8th. Now, Macedo will on the 6th seed. The 6th seed is Justin Cox, and Cox has lane choice here for this 2-lap match race. Cox wants low. Macedo now. Bid to the high side. So Cox down low. Cole Macedo up high. We're green. Cox, a little bit of a handful down the front straightaway. Macedo's going to have one big bid on him down the back straightaway. Gets narrow for a second. Forces Cox into the middle. Here's Macedo with one shot at him coming off the corner to the white flag. Cole still goes high. Cox down in the middle. Slider coming, thought about it. Downstairs the block goes Cox up and around the top. And Macedo at the end gets it. Cole Macedo moves on. Justin Cox will start 7th in tonight's A main event. Jason Solwald's turn to try to defend the 5 seed. So Solwald, lane choice. He was the 5th seed, and he wants low. Macedo will have to do it from up high a second time. Off the corner. To the green. Solwald came a little bit up racetrack, trying to make Macedo think about it. Macedo digging up at the high side once again. Into the corner. Solwald bids for the top lane coming off the turn. Looks like it works well for him. Goes high in 1 and 2. Jason Solwald looking to defend. And this will stop the Cole Macedo roll right here as Jason Solwald defends. Cole Macedo advanced around and improved his starting spot to 6th, as now it is the 5-4 matchup. Corey Day versus Jason Solwald. Day in the 14, Solwald in the 18. Day is taking the bottom of the racetrack, forcing the veteran upstairs. Very few guys at Skagit Speedway as good as starts and restarts as Jason Solwald. And look at him squeezing Corey just a little bit. Day not going to be affected. He'll launch off the bottom and have the early advantage. Solwald off the top of 1 and 2. Gonna roll off the top of 3 and 4 to the white flag. Day looking strong though down low. Corey Day opening her up over Jason Solwald. Back straight away for the final time. And the bottom worked out perfect for Corey Day as Day moves on. And Solwald will start 5th. Jason Solwald starts 5th, and now it is the 4-3 matchup. Corey Day and Tanner Holmes. an established star on the national touring basis and a guy looking to get right there with him. Two of the young, bright spots in the sport going to go after it here in the 3-4 matchup at Dirt Cup in the pole shuffle. 2-lap shootout. Day high, Holmes low. It's a good start for Corey Day. Day nosing, getting down, closing the door on Tanner Holmes into turn number 1. Day wants to move up to the 3 here. Right now he's got to look at it. Holmes ripping the lip, trying to come back after him. Way up top in 1 and 2, but Corey Day down low and powering through. Checkered flag. Corey Day moves on. Tanner Holmes will start 4th in tonight's A main event. Now the 3-2 matchup. Corey Day in 14 taking on the reigning Dirt Cup champion Justin Sanders in the 2X. Sanders chooses low. Day chooses high, or is forced high. Sanders trying to hold off Day. Into 1. Day doesn't get all the way up to the cushion. Going to be a car length back of Sanders getting into 3. Day going to ride up and around the top. It's still a car length between them. Coming into the last lap. Day goes down low in 1 and 2. Sanders skates across. Who's got momentum? Who can make it happen? Looks like it'll be Justin Sanders dispatching of Corey Day. So Day ends up 3rd. Many years ago, we established that the driver sitting on the pole of Dirt Cup would be known as the Dick Wilski pole sitter. This is for the Dick Wilski pole sitter up in the front of the field. Last year's Dirt Cup champion, Justin Sanders. Thursday night's prelim winner and the runner-up at Dirt Cup last year, Zeb Wise. 2x2 for the pole. We're green. Into the bottom of turn number 1. There's Wise with the early advantage, but boy, Sanders looking good, kind of sitting in the middle of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Wise trying to get away from him. They'll change lanes in 1 and 2. Wise up on the cushion, down the back straightaway, opens it up, and off of 4. The boss's car wins the Dick Wilski Pole Sitter Award. Zeb Wise on the pole for Dirt Cup. Zeb Wise, the pole for Dirt Cup 2024. It's been a weekend for Zeb already. Sanders going to be outside row number 1. Up 2 drivers out of this. 12-lap C feature will move up into the back of the B main tonight. It's Axel Loudman in 7.0. Levi Kuntz in 29K. 66 of Brett McGuy, the 1M of Mike Brown, and the 51 of Dustin Gehring as we fire it up and go to green. First Dirt Cup for a lot of these drivers in the 410 classification. And it is Kuntz with the 360, looking to secure that 360 bonus that we threw out for the weekend. Extra $500 to the top 360 finisher. And make a B-main at the same time. That'd be an awfully good accomplishment for him. Had to back down a little bit for the rest of the race season as Kuntz and Outman right now, your 2 transfer cars in the 7 level low. The guy in the 66, the 1N Brown. And Gehring in the 51, one of the few weekends that Gehring's only in 1 race car, as he has both the 360 sprint car and a sportsman sprint on the normal basis. For 3rd, McGuy and Brown continue to work on each other and try to move forward an extra spot. There's Brown sending it full up in the high side Almost punts the back straightaway wall. Still working on Magai. Ooh, contact down the front row. Both cars drive away. Brown continuing to try to work his way forward on this field. That right rear is starting to look a little bit wonky. I wonder if there's suspension damage there. It gets well enough through 1 and 2. Maybe he's just not taking the right line through 3 and 4. Comes off the corner, almost kisses the wall again. As we get another look at Levi Kuntz. Kuntz continuing to lead by half a straightaway over Axel Loudman. Guys continuing to sit 3rd. Lap number 9 finishes off. As we look at Levi finding the safe way around in turn number 1. Loudman in 2nd. The next time they roll by the flag stand, they'll see the white flag one more time around. Levi Kuntz looking for the C-main win. Down the back straightaway for the final time. And checkered flag is out. Levi Kuntz will move forward and into the B, along with Axel Loudman here at Dirt Cup. Unfortunately for Brett Magai, Mike Brown, and Dustin Gearing, their race nights are over. That also secures the 360 bonus for Levi Kuntz, an extra $500 in pocket for him. Semi-main events here at Skagit Speedway with the NARC co-sanction are brought to you by Star Property Management. Big thank you to Star Property Management. Restart coming. Back out. First turn, there's Carrick once again. Right rear, right on the high side. Coming after Schoenberg, and it's Smith making a bold move underneath Carrick, trying to take 2nd away. As we'll have a yellow. Levi Kuntz that time in the 29K was the one who got up and rode the wall in turns 1. Hunter Schoenberg continues. Make their way into the 3rd corner. 4th attempt to start this time. Smith at the inside of Carrick looking for 2nd. Exits the corner in the middle. There's Chase Johnson looking for the 4th and final transfer spot as Carrick goes down low to try to take away from Schoenberg. Schoenberg leads lap number 1. Carrick in 2nd. Carrick looking to build momentum, chasing him down the back straightaway. Johnson is 3rd. Cam Smith is 4th. Those are your current transfer cars. As just can't get this race up and going to green. Tyler Thompson in car number 7. Pointing at the inside guardrail. I do top inside. Margeson can take off at the start of the blue paint here on the back straightaway. They have to maintain single file status all the way through the blue paint. Once they're past that, they can go high, they can go low, they can pass and do whatever. Green flag is out. Schoenberg going to the top. There's Cam Smith bouncing through the bottom, and he'll take 2nd away from Carrick in the 83. Gets down to close him off. Now Chase Johnson trying to loop up and around the high side. Johnson looking for 3rd. Carrick trying to get 2nd back. Smith went 3rd to 2nd on the restart, but in danger of losing 2 spots now as Carrick gets down low and retakes the runner-up position from Smith. Across the nose he goes into turn number 1. Smith back to the bottom to try to fight him off as Johnson sitting in position number 4 is the final transfer spot. Looking underneath Smith as he wants to get off that bubble and secure himself at least one more position in this running order. That way if somebody surprises him from down the back, it doesn't cost him a spot in the A-main event. That driver is starting to make his way into the picture as Johnson in the 24 takes third away from Smith. Smith up on the high side of the racetrack with Shane Golobic about to announce his presence in this battle for the top 4. Looking at 6 and 7, 7 and 8. Max Mitry in the 2XM and Bud Kading as now the bid for the 4th and final transfer is on. Golobic through the middle on Smith. Smith trying to run the high side and make it work. It's Golobic down low, bounces through all the way up to the cushion, loses ground on Smith that time by. Back to the bottom of turn number 3 is Golobic. Approaching the halfway point here of the B feature. Smith comfortable on the low side of 1 and 2. Golobic long ways around, but lots of power in the 17W to follow him up and through. A car length and change back of Cam Smith in the battle of the 17s for the 4th and final transfer spot. Smith doing a great job of holding off Golobic so far. Golobic into the middle, coming off the 4th corner. Works down low a bit further, can't get her. Meanwhile, race is on as the 17 of Schoenberg and the 83 of Carrick are getting after it for the lead. On the left side of your screen. Slider coming from Golobic for 4th. Couldn't finish it off. Smith with a great tuck under and gets right back underneath him. Smith knows Golobic's there. We're just over halfway, 11 in and 9 to go. Race up front, top 3 spots in the picture. Shane Golobic in 5th in the NOS Energy Drink car, trying to run down Cam Smith and get him. And Smith having a fantastic B feature, doing a great job in trying to hold him off. Golobic, 3 car lengths back, works the high side as Smith closing in on the back of Chase Johnson, and we got one around here on the front straightaway. That'll bring us to caution. It's Kinzer Cox. So Kinzer Cox in the 5. It's running in position number 6. So just the hard charging Ryan Bernal was worked his way up to 6th. 7 laps to make something happen. On the restart, top 3, we've got a car with a problem, and it's Golobic. Golobic on the 17W, a problem on the restart. Right front tire has gone down. To Schoenberg, Tanner Carrick, Chase Johnson, and Cam Smith. Watch them down the back chute. They'll come into the blue. Hunter gonna wait a little while this time and brings them back to life. That bid for the final transfer on already. Smith trying to hold off Bernal, trying to catch up to Johnson as Schoenberg getting away on the restart. Here we come for 4th. Looking low, Bernal downstairs, trying to pick up the spot at the line. He's got it. Ryan Bernal has driven himself into the Dirt Cup A main event if he can hold off Cam Smith. Smith from the bottom, exits up on the top. They'll crisscross lines and trade positions again. Bernal from down low, Smith from up high. Bernal has it again for the 2nd straight lap. Cheats his way up to the cushion on the exit of turn number 2. Smith unable to drive back underneath him as we got one upside down hard. In turn 2, it's Lane Taylor. It's a short. Of the wing, not attached to it. 5 to go. Hunter Schoenberg, Tanner Carrick, Chase Johnson, Ryan Bernal. Big move to the bottom by Johnson, who's looking to nose ahead of Carrick. Makes him think about going around the outside for just a second. As your 2nd place is going to change hands. Transfer spot might be changing hands. Cam Smith gets it back. Smith driving back into the final transfer. Front end flying all over the place on Burnell, and there's the big slider from Mitri trying to make his way in. Max Mitri slides Smith. He's got 4th. Smith now back to 6th as Burnell gets him on the bottom with 3 to go. Problem, Carrick slowing in the high groove. Tanner Carrick off the pace. His dirt cup looking to come to an end as the yellow flag is out. Tanner Carrick, who was running 2nd off the pace here in this one. Carrick right to the safety official in the corner.
Caleb, he's out of fuel.
Oh, wow. And they're going to stop the rest of this group on the back straightaway. Three laps to go, and here come the crews with fuel to put in the race car. So B-main cars are going to brings us back to action. One car sailing her high around the high side. It is Cam Smith. Smith looking to get the spot back from Burnell. He will do so. So Smith back to 4th as the battle for the lead rages on. Time left to go, 2 laps as Chase Johnson, high side, working on Schurenberg. They roll to the white flag. Transfer spot no longer in question as Smith got away from Burnell a little bit. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into the checkered, plunking forward will be Hunter Schurenberg, Chase Johnson, Max Mitri, and Cam Smith. Al Thompson, Bud Kading, Evan Margison, Nick Parker, Skylar G, Luke Didiak, Shane Golovic, Greg Otis, Tanner Carrick, Axel Loudman, Taylor Kinzer-Cox, and Levi Kuntz, the unofficial finish. Spread out 4 wide in Skagit Speedway just like you did before. From G all the way through A, from the grass all the way to the top of the grandstands, we need you up and on your feet. That last bit of energy you got in your lungs, time to expel it. Time to get loud. They've got 900 plus horsepower under the hoods, and it's time for you to get over the sound of the engines and make some noise. Dirt Cup 2024 on track. Let them hear ya. Justin Sanders looking for the repeat. Corey Day, Tanner Holmes, Jason Sowald, Cole Macedo, and more as they roll into turn number 3. And out of corner number 4, green flag. We go racing at Dirt Cup.
Zeb Wise will lead the field into turn number 1. Justin Sanders shoots up the racetrack. Here comes Corey Day side by side, and Sanders through the middle.
Wise into the corner, kind of rolling through the middle, not all the way up on the cushion. Sanders downstairs looking at him, but the first 500 laps led. What is Zeb Wise, who now gets all the way up to the cushion in 1 and 2, and here comes Myers down the back straightaway after Sanders.
Zeb Wise starting to roll away as he...
It's a red on. And that's right up against the wall here.
Right in front of us in the kind of our blind spot. Is that Caden Steele, maybe? I saw Macedo. He's in...
Taking a look at the rest of it. Yes, Peter Murphy.
Caden Steele, yes.
Yep. I saw the all-black car and I went, Trey Starks again?
Oh, I know.
But
jeez,
it is not. It is Steele. So here, trying to get the clevis of through the hole of the birdcage into the birdcage. So right now, Smith going to be stuck. And we're going back to green with 1 lap in. Zeb Wise gets our first back straightaway restart coming.
We're underway. Zeb goes to the bottom and kind of protects that slide job as Sanders rips the high side and gets the momentum picked up in the 2.
Day gets started back off in 3rd, working around the high side. Cole Macedo's worked his way to 4th, and he's on the bottom of the racetrack coming after Day. But there is Day up on the high side. We know how much he loves to ride the rim. Already within a car length of Justin Sanders as he makes the bid for second down low.
That Wise already $1,000 in lap money as Corey Day into the second spot, and now his pursuit of the Rudy and Racing 26 begins with 37 laps remaining.
Watching the battle for second between Day and Sanders. Sanders trying to not let Day get too far away from him, but Corey distances himself in the back straightaway. And he is on the hunt for Zeb Wise for third. Cole Macedo catching up on the back of the two of Justin Sanders here. Macedo down to the bottom as you're looking further back in the pack. It's the 55 of Trey Starks working to the low side on Dominic Gordon. Starks closing in on the back of Justin Cox in the 42, but didn't get through 2 and 4 as well as he would like, and he'll have to back off and try again.
Little choppy down on the bottom. As you can see, Corey Day starting to rope in. Zeb Wise, 6th in the books and 34 to go. Lap traffic just in front of your leaders, and Day is right up on the fence off of turn 2.
We could be seeing our first race lead change coming up in just a matter of seconds as the back of the field imminent for your race leader, Zeb Wise. Wise on the bottom of the racetrack, been a while. Day up on top, and they're coming up on Caden Steele. Steele running the top himself. Wise shows himself down low. Day makes the adjustment to the bottom. As they both loop around Schoenberg.
Hunter Schoenberg off the pace to the infield. Zeb goes to the middle and up to the high side, and now starts to pull away from the 4C's Construction 14 of Corey Day with 32 to go. And yellow going to fly for 100% Hunter Schoenberg.
Chance for everybody to slow down and reassess, and Wise forced off the bottom of the racetrack for the first time, getting up to the high side, right where Corey Day was trying to track him down. Schoenberg, who is all the way deep in the field. You saw him. He was just about to be lapped before he started slowing. Caution lights out here on the racetrack.
Hunter Schoenberg in the Josh Ford Motorsports number 17 car, a Power Rye 410 winner this year, and former All-Star full-time competitor.
Lights. Sounds like ready to go out around the racetrack the next time by.
Former Dirt Cup champions inside. Car-Mart USA pace truck back into the infield. Blue restart zone on the backstretch will bring us back to power. Caleb Hart.
Zeb Wise picks her up early. Green flag out. Here comes Corey Day on the attack, riding the rim through 3 and 4. Now they've got to complete this lap for it to be a completed restart. As Day down low, nosing ahead, but Zeb doesn't panic. Drives back around him in turn number 2. Now Day up to the top, Zeb back to the bottom, coming out of 4. Race for the lead is on.
Zeb Wise will lead another one. Here comes Corey Day to the inside, slides up across the nose. Wise cuts underneath him and takes the lead right back.
Each time Day's thrown a move, Wise has had the counter punch. Does he have it coming out of 4 this time? He does again, but it's awfully tight between 1 and 2. Wise this time blocks the slider from Day coming through the corner. Day with the big momentum getting into 3.
Wise knows the slider's coming. He'll dive up back underneath. Corey Day leading the lap. No, Zeb Wise has it line by nose. He'll slide up to the cushion in turn number 2. Bounce off and Day to the inside. Corey Day to the top spot at lap number 11.
Was that the pass? Is it going to stick? It sure looks like it's going to do it. And on lap number 12, we got a new race leader. Corey Day going to start racking up the lap lead money out in front of this field as Wise now gets to be in and behind him and chase out in front of this field as Wise now gets to be in and behind him and chase for a little while.
Jason Solwald now pressuring Justin Sanders for 4th. Solwald to the inside. Here's Justin Cox as well. Justin Cox going to challenge Solwald for 4.
Solwald down on the bottom, and like you and I have both said, if there's a good low groove, Jason Solwald is going to be really good with it. He's at least into the middle there through 3 and 4 with Cox all over him, trying to crack his way further onto this field. Sanders way up and around. Solwald already standing the wing up just a little bit, coming after him in the bottom of 3 and 4. There's your race leader, Corey Day, in the lap traffic. Day putting Steele a lap down as he rides the rim coming out of turn number 2.
Corey Day's lead at 1.5 seconds and starting to pull away. Is that Wise under pressure from Cole Macedo? Macedo to second. No. Wise hangs on to the spot at the start-finish line. Macedo back down to the inside. He'll slide up and, Wise has to grab the brakes to dive to the inside.
He's got all the power, though, coming back after him on the bottom. He'll move to the inside, come up, take the line away. Good crossover move by Macedo. Wise might have slapped the wall. Macedo's got second of the line and trying to get away from him. Here comes Solwald into the picture.
Boy, that wall off turn 4, Caleb, comes at you quickly. Watched some heat races over there last night, and man, it jumps out at you. Zeb Wise now under pressure on the podium spot as we close on halfway. 22 laps remaining, and Zeb Wise under fire from Jason Solwald.
Jason Solwald wanting the top 3 here, using the bottom just like the veteran. So good at doing, and he will make the pass and into third. Macedo right in front of him. Solwald's coming for second.
Jason Solwald making the bottom go. 3 wide for third. Oh my! Zeb Wise to the middle, getting 2 spots on turn 4.
Look at that, right through the Don Bon. Zeb Wise just found the middle and showed the boys where it is. Macedo back after him. Solwald trying to come after him as traffic is heavy in front of him. Wise trying to get clear. He is in second, bringing Macedo with. Can they track down Corey Day, though, in front of this field?
Corey Day's lead at 2.13 seconds off of turn number 4, and thick lap traffic for the Four Seas Construction 14 with 18 laps to go. Can Corey Day become the first father-son to win the Dirt Cup?
Ronnie won it back in the day. Here comes Corey. Look out. That nose was in danger for just a couple of seconds as Max Mitri came up racetrack. There's Neto in front of him. Heavy traffic for Day. Day going to go splitting through the middle to put 2 more cars a lap down.
Wow, Corey Day with some close calls in lap traffic. Talk about an 18-year-old up on the wheel. 16 to go for Corey Day, but lap traffic starting to thin out in front of him. His lead at 1.82 seconds. Zeb Wise chopping into it.
And Wise has distanced himself a little bit from third, fourth, and on back as Macedo dropping away. So Wise straight up. I'm coming for the lead. He's not worried about playing any defense. Solwald lost a couple of spots in that exchange as well. Day, Wise, Macedo, 1, 2, and 3, and we're watching to see if Zeb Wise can track down Corey Day. He's within a straightaway of him, but needs a little bit of help.
The advantage that Corey Day has is 5 lap cars, or make it 4 lap cars, sit between himself and second place Zeb Wise. Wise getting aggressive, but the hourglass starting to run empty. Caleb Hart with 13 laps remaining for Corey Day.
And Day is in rhythm too. Other than that little hiccup where he had to hit the brakes for just that 1 second, he is just steamrolling, making consistent laps up and around the outside. As you watch Colby Thornhill's 19 battling with the 55 of Trey Starks as they're racing inside the top 10, but not making any progress on one of those high finishing spots like they're looking for.
Colby Thornhill up to the 8th spot, now going after Colby Copeland for the 7th spot. Laps starting to wind down and thick lap traffic picking up once more for your leader, Corey Day. This time by Corey Day will be 10 laps to go for the 14 car and $62,000, the carrot in front of him.
That's a really fast car that he's having to get around in the fact of Tanner Holmes, but you can see it. He's got a whole straightaway on Zeb right now, and he'll go to Slide Job City to take Holmes down. Holmes gets right back underneath him, breaks the momentum for Day for a little bit. Wise is trying to close, but boy, Corey Day just so strong in putting it to him.
Zeb Wise cut a second off of Corey Day's advantage that last lap. With 9 laps, or make that 8 laps remaining, Zeb Wise is going to have to find another gear. He cut 6/10 off that last lap.
He's coming in on the top. There it is, Day that we're watching in the black, red, and white 14. Working there 3 wide ahead of him for a second. Has to hesitate getting into Johnson. Devin Borden in the 8. Robbie Price in the 21 ahead of Corey Day. And here's where Wise can really chop into this if he can make some ground.
Zeb Wise is going to have to keep putting the whips to her, as Tony Bachhoven would say, because the hourglass starting to tick empty. He is 2.3 seconds back, and Corey Day is slicing through lap traffic to find that clean air.
Corey Day coming into 5 laps to go. We'll split screen them so you can see Day and Wise, and yes, Day has narrowed it up a little bit. Day goes way up top to get up and around Price. Wise, I said, should trying to narrow it. However, we're down to 4 to go, and those laps go really quick here at Skagit Speedway.
Zeb cut 7/10 off, but lost 2/10 that last lap as Corey Day starts to cut through that traffic and see a little bit more clear track this time by. 3 for Dale, 3 to go for Corey Day, and Dirt Cup is right in front of him.
Day up, right rear on the cushion, bounces right off of it, drives around Johnson, drives around Golovic. He's coming into 2 to go. Corey Day sniffing 62 grand and the Dirt Cup win as we're down to just 2.
His father, Ronnie, captured his Dirt Cup win in 2000. In the 52 runnings of this event, no father-son has ever won Dirt Cup, and this time by, Corey Day is 1 lap away from becoming the first son to ever join his father as a Dirt Cup winner.
A perfect 3/10 of a mile is all he needs into the back straightaway for the final time. Off the cushion in corner number 4, 2024 Dirt Cup champion, Corey Day. To the line in second, Zeb Wise. A great race for him, but not where he wanted to be. And coming home third, Cole Macedo, Justin Sanders and Justin Cox, Jason Solwald, Colby Thornhill, Dominic Gordon, Colby Copeland, and Jesse Schlackfeld, your unofficial top 10.
Shane Golubic from 26th to 12th. And Caleb Hart, we did not need a fuel stop. How about that?
Thank goodness.
Because we thought we would. Race fans, if you're on your way out, thank you so much for joining us. If you're going to join us in Victory Lane, we invite you down to the fence line and all around the fence line around Skagit Speedway over in 3 and 4. Come down to the fence because after Victory Lane, we're going to roll Corey Day between the two fences, and we invite you down to that fence line to greet him as he rolls out of Victory Lane.
Come on down. Yeah, come on down to the fence line for Victory Lane. Help us appreciate Corey Day like we can. We're going to see him 68 days from now at the Sage Fruit Skagit Nationals, trying to take even more money home. Day leads lap 12 through 40. Corey Day. $29 laps led. That is $14,500 to tack on top of his $62,000 payout. It is $76,500 at least for Corey Day in Victory Lane. Now the last thing that has to happen, he has got to scale across the pad. The green light has to come on. Green light on! Corey Day wins. The celebration's gonna be big for the youngster out of Clovis, California. And again, he is coming all the way around into Victory Lane, up here on the grass. And we want you guys down by the fence line to help us celebrate. How's that for a visual? Fireworks continuing to go off in the background. And now out of the car, high fives.
Climb on that wing, boy. Good job, boy. Good job.
Hugs and more. Part of the first father-son duo to be Dirt Cup champions, Corey Day. There's Shane Bowers, noisy crew chief down in Victory Lane. Enjoying the fruits of his labor here tonight. Down in front of the fans, with all his family and everybody who have been cheering him on. Corey's got to get to Victory Lane, and then, folks, he'll be ready to sign a whole bunch of autographs. Gets the handshake from Blake, and he'll make his way to the top step where Eric List is waiting with your Dirt Cup champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your 52nd annual Jim Rainbow Dirt Cup, Corey Day. He has taken home probably north of $70,000 tonight, plus the first father-son duo to win Dirt Cup.
What do you think, Cali Dirt? The outro on the back camera, woo, perfect. Hell yeah. Were you with Ronnie when you won here? No. I was here, but I wasn't. Now what you gotta do is while you're here, you gotta put both of them in front of the trailer. On each side? Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing one hand.
You're not huffing as hard as I am.
Yours must be lighter than mine.
Dude. Oh, man.
No, you already won plenty of money tonight. I'll give you boys money. Alright. You're gonna be here in August? Be here in August. Fuck yeah, you better be. We're continuing it then.
Yeah. When I used to go by Warner, I used to say, "Where's the hip hop? Hip hop going?" You know.
Cole's got the hip hop too. I don't know.
All right, the only father-son duo to win the Dirt Cup, huh? We saw. Did you see the picture yet? Kubota posted the picture of you and your dad at Dirt Cup.
Shit, you know, I haven't seen it. My phone is dead. I'll have to get on there and find it. But yeah, super cool. I wish Dad could have been here this weekend. Had to stay home and work, so Mom came and just, you know, awesome. So cool, man. Just tried so hard at this for the past 2 years and fell short, so it feels really good to get done.
So the other question I have before we get into this interview, did you have a peanut butter sandwich today?
I did not, but I had a Red Bull.
Oh.
Red Bull.
Wasn't it peanut
Red
butter?
Bull sponsor me.
Wasn't it peanut butter sandwich last year?
It was. It's kind of changed.
But I guess it changed, right?
Yeah, so the Red Bull stayed. It's been peanut butter and Red Bull since last year.
Okay.
Peanut butter hadn't been working that good, but the Red Bull staying strong. So Red Bull, hit me up.
All right, talk about that race, and then here comes Peter.
Talk about that race.
Peter's going to interview you, huh?
Peter
going to interview you. Talk about that 40 laps. You started there, what, second, third? Third. When at one point you decided it's Corey Day go time, huh?
Yeah, man, I feel like I've been too nice these past couple nights. Just, you know, followed Thornhill there on Thursday and, you know, had chances to pounce and just didn't, and it bit me. And then, you know, last night had our other difficulties, but just told myself, you know, for that feature, no prisoners, man. Just go after it. And, I mean, I get scared, you know, leading laps. You know, my biggest fear is to lead a bunch of laps and then get, you know, past at the end because not knowing where to be. But, you know, I knew my race car would be good around the top. I knew the top, you know, would be good. So just pounced on those guys, man. Zeb was running the middle of 3 and 4, and the top cleaned off, and I went up there as soon as I could, and got my run, and, you know, raced with him for a couple laps, and my car was just awesome, man. I was able to just, you know, get under him down, you know, off 2 down the back straightaway, and block myself in 3 and 4, and drove away with it. And, you know, it was really good through lap traffic. I, you know, pride myself in getting through lap cars really good. So just awesome.
You know, I talked to some of the other drivers, and they're like, "There's the Corey Day line, and then there's where everybody else runs."
Yeah, man. I just
still going. We're still doing it.
Still going. Yeah, there's just something about this place. It's you know, the dirt's fluffy up there, and it's really forgiving, and you know, my race car's really good up there, and I guess that's just where I'm comfortable at. It's hammering the fence. So yeah, pumped. The track was awesome this weekend.
you know, huge good job to the Skagit track crew, and just yeah, pumped, man.
So, who'd you like to thank?
Long list. You know, we got a lot of people here this weekend, West Coast race, so a lot of our guys were able to make the trip and get off work. So HP, Eddie, Preston, Jason wasn't able to make it, but he's gonna have to stay home, man. He's been here these past 2 years, and we haven't been able to get done. No, he wasn't here. Jason got
I like you always tell people you're not very superstitious, and then when we talk, we're talking about Red Bull, we talk about peanut butter sandwiches. Now your dad stays home, and and Jason's staying home.
Yeah, not superstitious, but some things make a difference, I guess. But no, Eddie, Kenny, Stefan, Jordan, Shane, Preston, I already said Preston, just, you know, big group of guys that were here this weekend. My cousin Keith was able to come out, and he's going to spend the summer in the Midwest with us, so that's cool. And yeah, just long list partners, Cal, All-Star Performance, Autry Plumbing, Factory Kane, FK Rodden, Smith Titanium, System 1, man, Driven to Save Lives, Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, just, you know, long list. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of people. Pello Motors, but yeah, a lot of people that believe in us and help us get these races.
I guess the one other thing I'm going to end with, because I haven't heard this anywhere else, are you going to do any more pavement racing?
I might. It's a little classified, I guess.
Okay.
You'll have to see.
All right, well, we'll stay tuned.
Thanks.
Congratulations, and always great talking to you. We'll see you back here in August.
Yes, sir.
Sean, you're the Dirt. Cali Dirt Video. So right now, night 3 of Dirt Cup. All right, so second place last year too, or I know you were in the top 3 last year too.
Second.
What do you think? What could you have done? Corey kind of went around you there. What could you have done?
Honestly, I don't really know. Being the leader there is kind of tough because I really wanted the middle to work. I was trying really hard to make it work like I did on Thursday, but just wasn't working like I wanted it to. And I knew Corey had to be running the top for him to be able to get those runs down to 1 and 2 and slide me. And by that time, it was too late. He had a lot of momentum built up, and I was playing defense at that point. And once he got to the lead, I knew it was going to be pretty tough to get back by him without a caution or something to at least get us punched back up, because it's hard to, he runs it hard, really hard, on the ragged edge all the time, and you know, that's hard to beat when he's up in clean air.
And the high side, it's just something about him, huh? I don't know, man, it's just something about that high end, huh?
Yeah, he runs it really, really hard. I mean, he's on the edge of disaster almost every lap, and but there's not many people that can run that hard and hold it together for 40 laps. So props to him. He ran a great race, and I let Cole slip by me there, and almost actually Solwald got by me too. Got them both back in 3 and 4 through the middle, like I wanted the middle to work, and but at that point, you know, it's too late. Corey was pretty far ahead at that point, and just got a little bit too far back. But second 2 years in a row is that's hard to swallow. But we'll come back next year and try again.
You know, it is cool that you come up here. You know, I know obviously Kevin's up here, and it means a lot to your team and you and Kevin and everything for you guys to race this. Talk about that and this whole event in general.
Yeah, I think that honestly is what makes it stings a little bit more. Like, I really want to win this race for Kevin and Monica Radine, and you know, everyone at Radine. You know, John Hager is a part of this racetrack, and Hager Realty is a sponsor on the car. So there's a lot of people here that, you know, obviously want to see this car on the top step, and it's unfortunate that 2 years in a row we've been 1 step down, but you know, we'll keep trying, and I feel like, you know, every year we're obviously right there, so just got to put it together one of these years.
What's next?
We go Lake Ozark, Missouri on Wednesday.
Wow, that's a quick trip back, huh?
Yeah, I know. When it was raining, I'm like, man, we do not need this to rain out and get rescheduled, because that's going to make for a really difficult trip back to Missouri. But yeah, so we run Lake Ozark on Wednesday with High Limit, and then Friday, Saturdays, Lucas Oil with High Limit. So yeah, hopefully get back and keep this momentum from here and go get some wins.
All right, well, we'll see you back here in August.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right, this is Sean, you're in the Dirt. Cali Dirt.
How you doing, Sean?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I can't complain, man.
Dustin Cox shows us right now. Well, on the 5 days, you got to win. That's big for this team, huh?
Yeah, you know, we ran 8 races, and I don't think we ran worse than 6 out of 8 races. So the consistency is there. The consistency here was good. 5th, a 4th, and a 5th, or whatever it was, and it's hard to beat. I mean, obviously you want to win and be that top 3, but we just weren't quite in that position each night. We were just hanging right there, but we did a great job.
Yeah, it's hard with these big inverts, and the qualifying is so, you know, if you qualify well, then you're starting way back, and you know, it's kind of tough, huh? But then it's all big about this night, and then you got a guy next to you here that's ripping the top like that, huh?
Yeah, Corey, I mean, I've watched him growing up. I've known him since he was a kid, and he still is a kid, but I respect the hell out of Corey and their team. All those guys over there are great people, and they're good friends of ours. They help us a lot with just ideas and tricks, so I'm happy for Corey. It's good to see him go on the road and do as well as he did in California, so we don't look as stupid getting whooped like we did last year, because he does it all over the country. So yeah, nothing to hang our head down here. The top 5's great. I'm happy for our guys. We didn't bend a Jacob's ladder all week. I mean, we were lights out, nothing broke, everything's in one piece, and yeah, we collected that win at Cottage Grove, so everything's great.
It seems like to me from a distance that you're living the best life right now as a sprint car driver. Is that true?
Yeah, you know, I have the best work-life balance with racing, my family, my work. I'm very lucky. I get to race 40 times a year, which is great for us, and it's all 410 stuff, so even better. I have an amazing team behind me, and then a great wife at home, and we keep popping out children, so I have my 3rd on the way, and yeah, just living that family life, and just really lucky, for sure.
Who'd you like to thank?
Obviously, Roger Hamilton, Lori Hamilton, Josh Bates, Allie, Hayden, Rusty, Scotty, that whole crew. They've done a lot. You know, it's none of us fought. We were together for 2 straight weeks. That's awesome. But Diamond Plastics came on board for the Northwest stuff, so they're a great new addition to the car. Lippert Construction, as always, is our big guy at home, and he's always with us. Tyker Construction, Clavalco, ADS, Danny Work Sales, Mazingo Construction, and about 5,000 other ones. But those are our top ones, and I'm very thankful.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Will we see you back here for the big high limit at the end of the year?
Yeah, we're going to run every bit of high limit and outlaw stuff, so that takes up pretty much half our schedule.
All right, well, we'll see you then.
Thank you.
This is Sean, you're in the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video.
Coming in second place, Zach Wise. The last round off the
You catch all that, YouTube?